Friday ain't black, cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November to the 5th of December, remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black, cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying shit. Shaka Khan.
Out there, I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
Woo! Woo! Shit!
Nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they doing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't going back. If you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see on Kendra Damn G, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see over on Ashley's show, go the fuck on. Why is it that y'all think that you can control shit? Get your own YouTube channel, start it the fuck up, and do whatever the hell it is that you want. But I promise you, I'm not gonna come over to nobody's nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they're doing. You go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. Go the fuck on. Go the fuck on.
You got it on y'all breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs. Booty.
gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And I'm standing on it.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings. And most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
My man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch toes. Pound town, just left pound town. Put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga. Oh, yeah.
See my man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch.
On the total initiative relative to what we can do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
No. Black women are the leaders of this culture. And if we aren't happy and satisfied, it's going down.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day. I see titties and booties every day.
I see titties and booties every day.
I see titties and booties every day. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? I need the men to stand up and say amen. If you ain't said that, all sir.
Let the church say amen.
Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day. Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and.
Wait, the wing makes
What kind of shit is that?
I need the men to stand up and say amen. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day, titties and booties.
Good morning, besties. Happy Saturday. Let me know if you can hear the sound machine. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal. Shout out to y'all. I know I'm late. But at 11:29, almost 11:30 a.m. EST, I've gotten a lot done, even though I need to do a lot more. So I think I told y'all, me and Dr. Thunder, something came up. So next Saturday, the plan is next Saturday. So that'll be 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for confirming, Dante. Should be next Saturday, 8:30 a.m. So look out for that. Shout out to Dr. Thunder and everything that he's doing. So funny. A lot of shows help me get through the workday, y'all, because these jobs is wilding, including mine. Okay, wilding. I'll just leave it at that. Shout out to those that are working though. Somebody got to make the donuts. Shout out to Generation X. Remember that? Time to make the donuts. We had so many good commercials, y'all. I don't watch commercials anymore because I stream everything or I'm on YouTube. So I don't know if there's any good commercials out there. Child, these people don't know. Child, these people do not know. And we learned so much from some of those, well, not the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, but some of these commercials and some of these Saturday morning cartoon commercials and all that type of stuff. Child, what these dummies learning? My bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be good today. I'm gonna try my best not to curse. Okay. I'm working. Listen, I can work on myself. I know that, there's people out here that act like they know everything and they don't have to answer to anything and they got it all going on. Y'all already know who it is. There's no improvement necessary. Child, if you think that you're perfect, then you are the problem. Let me just tell you that, right? Believe what you want. Blame your damn mom. I don't care. If you think you are perfect, then you are the problem. How many times do they get on Kendra Gilliam's show talking about when she's like, you name 3 things? I don't know if she still asks the question. Probably do. She don't change shit. Name 3 things you have to work on. That's what they be hearing. That's what they be sounding like, the crickets. Dummies. Sorry, box of rocks. Oh no, the kids are box of rocks. Dummism all 2026 going into 2027. Because obviously we see that's what it is. Because you got what's wrong is right, what's right is wrong. You have people who are criminals having money raised for them. Unfortunately, we got to go look at this Lindsay Clancy again. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because, child, I'm not trying to get depressed, okay? It's depressing though. It is depressing. However, I got a lot of white people news today. Child, the Lindsay thing is enough of white people, right? But I got other things because white people out here wilding too. The pros over here thinking that, you just a white supremacist, white supremacist talking points. Child, I don't be worrying about them damn white people because they're going to be fine. And y'all know it too. But y'all wilding a little bit too much. And I can't just wait until White People Wednesday. I got to show that y'all crazy, all right? Because y'all popping up too damn much for my taste. And if you making the black blogs, y'all wilding. Y'all wildin'. So get your sensitive asses together, okay? Because you ain't absolved. Ever, never, no way. I said that, I meant that. But I'm gonna show y'all something positive. No, let me tell you something positive, because unfortunately after that I got to show you something that's not positive. But then I'll show you something positive after that. All right, just stay with me. All right. My granddaughter sent me a voicemail message last night, or you know how you do it on the phone. She just sent me a voice message out of the blue. She was just like, "I just wanted to say good night and I love you." Child. See, this is the type of stuff that will get me, right? And I was like, "Girl, I love you too. Make sure that you have a good night's sleep. Go to bed," I said, and text me some pictures in the morning. So she sent me some pictures this morning. So she remembers. She's only 5. So she remembers. She sent me a picture. It must have been, it's something in school. I don't know what. I don't know if it's a graduation, a special something. And I was like, too cute, too cute. I was like, all right, well, have a good day. Call me if you need me. And then left it at that. And I know she's seen it because she got the read receipts on or whatever. I'm just like, see, they can get me. They can get me. Long as they ain't touching the walls, we good. We good. So it was a nice surprise to hear, from my grandkids ever so often, not asking for shit. Because the oldest one be like, Gigi, can I have some money for Roblox? Girl, no. No, because your ass shouldn't be on there anyway. Child, your mom don't listen. No, I'm not giving you money for that anymore. I used to give her money all the time. That's why she always come to me talking about some damn Roblox. I'm like, girl, explain it. I remember one time they was right here, because I have a bathroom right here, and one of them was in the tub, and they had the thing playing because I was over here, and I was listening to whatever they had playing, and it was like, ever since I heard that one time, I said, oh no, y'all not getting shit from me with regard to this. And I told their mom at the time, it was an inappropriate message from the damn cartoon thing. I think it was Roblox, something like that. It was meant for kids. And I'm listening to it. I said, what the F is this shit? I said, oh, hell no, you're not listening to that here. I promptly got up and turned it off. Gigi, nah, sis, we not listening to that. I don't know if people be paying attention. You just be sending your kids off in the damn corner and you don't know what the hell it is that they listening to. I said, no, we not doing that here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was like, you done with this phone for the rest of the night? Or iPad, I forget. They were saying something. It was along the lines of single motherism and the baby and how hard it was. I said, what kind of shit is this to be put on a kid's site? That was like a year or so ago. I said, nah, sis, we not doing that. You be all right. Your mom don't like it. That's too damn bad. Tell your father he can come see me. He got a problem with it too. I ain't seen neither one of them, but I'm just saying, no, we don't play those games around here. Generation X gonna live by Generation X rules, regardless of what year it is. So send that shit on back to somebody else, because we ain't got time. Anyway, all right, so shout out to BT with a first super chat. Boo, I appreciate you. He said, good morning, Michon, in the chat. Yes, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. BT is always sending me stuff. Him and Kofa, thank you so much. And always here, always supporting the channel. Let's make sure that we support those that support us and follow Broken Traditions. Child, that is the name still. I can't keep up. I ain't gonna lie. I can't keep up. Drop Jag on channel. Y'all make sure that y'all follow BT. Shout out to Philly Boy with the first poop of the day. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. My what? Woman, one of a few up in here. I appreciate you, boo. Member for 30 months. Shout out to Elizabeth. She got a light bright sun, light bright hand, damn near white. Well, half white anyway. No offense, boo. She said, good morning. I'm not claiming any of these crazy white people, especially those liberal women. Remember Diane Downs, who SHOT'd her kids for her man? No, I don't remember that name. We talked about Susan Smith yesterday, but I believe it, child. I believe it. But you got a bunch of women up in Massachusetts sitting up here happy and clapping that you can now delete your kid in the 9th month. Like, what is wrong with bitches, y'all? Lord forgive me. What is wrong with you biatches? Child, all this just proves that I've been right all along. I know black people be like, oh, you just don't like your own child. I don't like no women. I don't like most people. I have to be honest, because I have to get to know you. I'm not going to like you just because you're black. I'm not going to like you just because you're a woman. I'm not gonna like you for any of those dumbass reasons. How you treat me and how, determines how I treat you. And if you crazy, you crazy. You gotta go. I told you, one of my best friends, one of my very good friends, she was crazy to begin with, and everyone around me was like, girl, she crazy. I was like, yeah, I know, but she cool with me. We good. I know she crazy. I knew it, but she's good with me. She's good with me. So we was cool. We would go out every weekend. We would go out and do this. We go to dinner. We go to happy hour. We did all these things together. Now I have for one day to try to talk about one of my other friends. I told y'all this, one of my ABCDs, and laid him out in front of me. He was a middle strip club. And I was like, girl, what? We was just in the gym with him. How come you didn't say anything to him then? I don't like stuff like that. I don't like when people talk behind other people's backs, especially when you're right there to say something to them. Say it to him. We were right with him. Oh, is that what we're doing? Oh, is that what we're doing? I got up and when I walked out, I blocked her from then and there. She tried to get everybody to get me to take her back, we shall call it. I said, nah, I don't play those games, because if you're going to act like that, imagine what you might be doing to me. And I ain't got time for none of that dumb shit, child. Oh, all these people was like, good, we couldn't stand her anyway. I was like, y'all, I already know. I already know, but I don't listen to what other people say. You don't have to like her. That doesn't mean that I don't like her because of our relationship and friendship. And that's what a lot of people, specifically Black people, yeah, I'm talking about the colors, the ebonies, the FBAs, the African Americans, the ebonies, child, whatever y'all want to be called today. You think on the code, shout out to Tadisha, I see she's here, that just because you're Black and I'm Black, it's supposed to be a thing. Nah, sis, it don't work like that. It don't work like that for me. It don't work like that for me. Okay? But that's just me, child. What the hell do I know? Crisscross, thank you for the poop, sir. I appreciate you. Locked and loaded up in here with some poop himself. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. All right? Anyway, let's get into it because we're going to be here for a while. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're here for a while. Let's get this unfortunate news that we have to talk about. Rest in peace to Eddie Kane Jr., okay, also known as Michael Wright. He died, I believe, last night or this morning. Shout out to the 5 Heartbeats, one of the best movies. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, they're talking about the movie called I don't know. It's a gangster movie, child. I didn't see it. I like Scarface. I've seen The Godfather 1 all the way through, but I never saw Sugar Hill. I never saw Sugar Hill for some reason, but I'm going to try to watch it in the next coming weeks in his honor. Okay. So actor Michael Wright, star of the 5 Heartbeats, dies at 70 after suffering heart failure. All right. So rest in peace to them. That is a long, good life. Okay. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm sorry that, he had heart failure. But one of the scenes that made me love him so much.
It takes more than love to build it up, to build it up. I feel like going on.
Take your time.
Though the storm is raging.
I wish they had put up the one where he comes up to them when he's strung out in the movie and he's like, raindrops keep fall. Oh, broke my heart. Rest in peace, Michael Wright. Shout out to Robert Townsend, who did this movie. This Leon, I love me some Leon, child. That's the Real Housewives ex-husband. Robert Townsend, Michael Wright, and child, I forget this dude's name. I forget his name. There's the other one called, what is it, Dapper? Ain't it his name? The tall, light-skinned one, light, bright, and damn near white. I forget his name, child. I love the 5 Heartbeats, though. I have to put that on the list of things to watch in his honor as well. Again, rest in peace to Michael Wright, Eddie Kane Jr. And shout out to Robert Townsend for making that movie, too. I think Sugar Hill was, who made Sugar Hill? Is it, I don't know who made it. Who made that movie, y'all? I want to feel like it's Spike Lee, but I don't think it's Spike Lee. If I didn't get this locked and loaded, thank you for the poop. I appreciate you. And thank you for the laughing disco, hun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Dresser, yes. I liked him too. Like me some Dresser. Anyway, rest in peace to him. Let's go to white people. Let's go to see what's going on with the white people, child, because the white people is out here white people. And y'all know Kim Zolciak, formerly Zolciak. I don't know if these people are divorced or not. So Kim Zolciak married Croy Bierman, right? This is way back when the Real Housewives of Atlanta was a thing. And she was out here. She was the first. Well, yeah, I think she might have been the first whore. I think she was before Kim, right? Because y'all said that Kim is a hoe. This one was messing with a man that was like 78 years old and she was like 30-something. If that ain't whoring it up, I don't know what is. And specifically came out here and said that he was giving her all this money and everything, right? That was on the show. That was a known thing. Here come Croy Bierman. He was young. He was, compared to her, they was like 15 years apart or so. Child, he came out here and married this woman. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like, what? He came out here and married her. What? Anyway, so it says Kim Zolciak gives statement following the arrest of her and Croy Bierman's son for alleged essay and suspicion of sodomy. Child. They went and had like 3 or 4 kids, a set of twins. She already had them 2 heifers because they were spoiled brats, 2 girls. So not only he was like Atlantic Falcon person, right, y'all? He was a football player. Yeah. He's a football player. Oh, Anna Nicole. Oh, yes. Anna Nicole was the first 3 or 4. You're right. Well, she was a close ass second because Anna Nicole married that old man and he was like 900 years old. Rest in peace to both of them. But child, that was a mess. Yeah, she probably was the first whore. But he was a football player in the ATL and she started sniffing around him at some event that the Real Housewives put together or whatever. This is when I was watching this shit. And he ended up talking about he was going to marry her. And this is before I knew y'all with the single motherisms. I was like, boy, what? You could probably have anybody you want. You want to marry her? Okay. Not even because she's older, but they definitely had an age difference. But she was a pain in the ass. She was a bitch and a whore. And he was like, that's who I want to have be the mother of my kids. So they got married. So this is reading from the Shade Room. KJ, I guess is Croy Bierman Jr. Oh, yeah, the 15-year-old son of former Atlanta Falcons player Croy and former Real Housewives Kim has been charged as an adult. With felony aggravated sodomy and aggravated SB. According to arrest warrants, the alleged incident happened April 23rd at a Lifetime Fitness. Damn, you can't even go to the gym. In Alpharetta, Georgia, where authorities allege Bierman Jr. restrained a 15-year-old female acquaintance and forced her to It's probably because they out here in the public wilding.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
The teen was arrested August 17th and is currently being held without bond. Essay examination was conducted following the reported incident, though the warrant states that no male DNA was identified. Zolciak has denied the allegation on her son's behalf. Not my baby. That's what I'm hearing. On her son's behalf, telling TMZ that he categorically denies the accusations and voluntarily took a polygraph examination, of which we have learned polygraphs are not accurate, but whatever, which she said he passed. She continued, false accusations can have devastating consequences. Oh, really, Kim? All the shit you've been saying about Croy, whatever his name is. All the things that you've been saying about your ex-husband. Y'all been on the news. Y'all been on body cam. Y'all been on TMZ. Y'all been out here wilding. Y'all been fighting, ruining the home with the kids in it. They got about 5 kids between them. Did he adopt those kids? So he gonna end up having to pay child support for kids that weren't his originally. Do y'all know that? Shout out to Locked and Loaded being a member for 3 months. I appreciate you, boo. He said, Crisscross is a woman that my wife, we love you, auntie. She put me on to you. Oh, Crisscross is a woman. Shout out to you, boo. Thank you so much for letting me know. I apologize. My apologies. Shout out to both of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We got love in here, y'all. Love. How's that song go? The Love Boat. Exciting and new. Come aboard. Let me stop. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Let me see. False accusations can have devastating consequences, not only for the person being accused, but also for genuine survivors of SA and abuse. Every legitimate allegation deserves to be taken seriously and investigated based on the facts and evidence. Now somebody want to talk about facts and evidence. All right. Ain't it convenient? Once it's you, now all of a sudden it's facts and evidence. Girl, shut the hell up. We remain confident that the facts and evidence will establish the truth, and we ask that people allow the proper process to take its course rather than spreading unproven allegations. Girl, if this was the police put out because your son was arrested, that's what we going with. You don't get no special treatment. You don't get no special treatment. You should have been caring for your damn kids instead of being out here in the damn public fighting with your damn, with his father all day and half the damn night. No. F that. We talking about his redheaded ass, because you should have been mothering his ass instead of worrying about what the hell his father was doing and been normal. Because I feel like Croy was a normal person in the beginning, y'all. Like, seriously, I thought he was a normal, nice guy in the beginning. Now, I don't know, because he sounds crazy too, but he didn't spend all these years with her, so, you know. Anyway, we remain confident that the facts and evidence will establish the truth, and we ask that people are the proper... Okay. Bierman Jr. is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on September the 8th. How about the fact that you wouldn't want your kid to even come to this point? How about that? There are some issues there. Don't act like this is wrong, okay? But this is another woman. First of all, she didn't have to say shit. But now all we're hearing is, not my baby. 15, y'all. 15. You are not the epitome of normalcy, Kim Zolciak, okay? We didn't watch you and your horridness and your selfishness. I remember recently that she was gambling. As a gambler, okay, I got it. But you was gambling instead of being home with your kids. You were spending all the money, even though y'all had no money. And from what I understand, allegedly, that's one of the reasons why they're suffering with no money right now. Imagine being a whole ass man, having worked all your life and did whatever you had to do in order to become an NFL, I guess, famous football player for whatever the hell he did on that team, child. Don't ask me. All I know is quarterback, right? In order for you to go and marry her, and now everything is crumbled to the damn ground. Now, listen, Croy got his comeuppance, I guess, because people try to tell him not to marry this woman. But, you know, you can't tell nobody. He did it. It's on him. So that's why he's where he's at. He don't even look this good anymore. Not that he was really good looking, but I'm talking about he be looking fat and tired and angry all damn time. He used to smile like this all the time. Child. I ain't got no empathy or sympathy for none of these, neither one of these two. Take care of your damn child and the rest of them so they don't come out here looking crazy. Child, one of her girls is looking whorish, like she trying to act whorish. She an adult now. And out here, at last I seen, looking like she wanted to take after her damn mom. So, whatever. White people, get your people. Crisscross, thank you, hon. Thank you for the poop, girl. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal. Child, white people just making the news on all the damn black blogs, child. Spiritual world. Pennsylvania soccer star Caroline Hines. Is that the catch-up fatally? Oh, STABB. Boyfriend accused of deleting her as his mom. Goodbye. Child, goodbye. Boyfriend accused of deleting her as his mom allegedly helped dump her body. Remember when we was just talking about and we read the thing about how women are ruining shit? Wait till this story is done, y'all, okay? Spiritual world. 18-year-old college soccer player Caroline Hines was found STABB to death inside her vehicle in Washington County, PA. Wow, this was here. I didn't hear about this on August 20th. What's today? The 22nd? Her boyfriend, Royce Moser, 18. Child, if y'all don't get your boxes of rocks, child, if y'all don't get your boxes of rocks, has been arrested and charged with criminal homicide while his mother, Rachel Moser, faces multiple charges for allegedly helping him cover it up. Where the daddy at? Where the daddy at? Caroline Hines was an incoming freshman and Division II soccer player at Penn West University's California campus. She had just graduated from Peters Township High School in June. After Hines failed to check into her campus housing, her family tracked her phone and alerted 911. Authorities found her body in the rear hatch of her Jeep Cherokee near the California Area Public Library. Blood was found both inside and outside the vehicle, child. According to investigators, the couple met up at Moser's father's house. Okay, so there is a daddy. It sounds like they're not together because it says Moser's the boyfriend. Excuse me. Moser's the deleter. So met up at Moser's father's house. So the mom and dad are not together to discuss the future of their 4-month relationship. Is Nicole here? Yeah, I'm about to shut this shit down. I'm about to shut this shit down. A 4-month relationship. 4 months. Not that any amount of time is a reason, but 4 months and now you deleting her? According to investigators, the couple met up at Moser's father's house to discuss the future of their 4-month relationship. Moser allegedly told police that white people, what is wrong with y'all? Is this on the strength of Lindsay? Is this on the strength of Lindsay? This is what y'all gonna do now? Moser allegedly told police that demons told him to hurt his girlfriend. He went inside the house to grab a large kitchen knife before doing what he did in her chest area. Royce Moser, charged with criminal homicide, tampering with physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice. Is that the mama? No, that's him. So the mama, Rachel Moser, the mother, charged with hindering the apprehension of a fugitive. She was hiding him. She was hiding him. Tampering with evidence, abuse of a corpse, conspiracy, and obstruction. Police allege she assisted her son in cleaning up the bloodstained vehicle and returning it to the campus area with Hines's body hidden inside. Wow. Rest in peace, child. Rest in peace. This is wild. Let's just transition right into Lindsay, child. Because let's just keep with the white people. This is a dude that I be listening to. His name is Better Bachelor, because I do listen to everybody. Okay, he's a white man. And he says women are having one of the largest mass psychosis events in history right now. All right, so he's talking about the Lindsay Clancy shit. All right, and all the women, white women, who are following behind, supporting her like crazy bitches that they are. Thank you, boo. She said, my baby knows that one phone call you get in jail better not be me. Ain't answering. Better call Tyrone. Best stay your ass at Target. Stay your ass at Target. Shout out to you, boo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's listen to Better Bachelor. He here on the tube with 479,000 subscribers.
American women are currently going through what can only be called as a mass psychosis outbreak. Millions of women online are going completely crazy over something that they think will make them relevant and get them attention online, and it is at the detriment of society. Now, many people, and I mean when I say many people, hundreds of thousands of people online are currently freaking out, realizing that we have so many women that are having mental illness outbreaks here in the United States, to the point where you have...
I think it's attention. Me personally, I think it's just attention. You know how when somebody does something and then other people want to copycat it, I think it's a lot of copycats. So instead of going and allegedly getting the help that you need, your bum ass bitches get up on the damn internet with your kids. They're doing some of the most egregious things, y'all. They're doing some of the most egregious things to their kids to get attention. I don't care what anybody says. They all need to go to jail. Make asylums great again. We need them back. Shout out to Michael Armstrong. I appreciate you, boo. He said, mom's taking sons on drive-bys and disposing bodies with them now. No wonder they want to defund the police. Well, I agree. We've seen that too, right? Wilding. I might have to get that video back. That man is on point talking about women is ruining shit. We already knew. But y'all, it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And it's not specific to black, white. It's typically going to be feminists and bitches that are losers. I said that, I meant that. I don't care if you like it or not. This is crazy stuff. Having sympathy and empathy for the damn perpetrators instead of the damn victims. And everybody just out here wilding and we just supposed to ignore it. Crime is down, child. If Joe Biden said it, then that's what it is. Crime is down. Mike Love, also known as Judge Love to ya. I appreciate you, boo. He said, wait, Messy, let's not run over the abuse of a corpse charge. What did he do to the corpse after the unaliving? I'm assuming moving it. Since the mama got charged the same thing, I know where you're going with it, but I'm going to assume moving it. Because the mama got charged the same thing. Either way, it'll come out. We got to follow this, unfortunately, and keep up. So I will do my best. And if y'all see something, make sure you send it to me on those crazy people. Because I want to make sure that the mamas get charged too. They need to go to jail. They want to do the not my baby, of which we've been pointing it out for how long? How long we've been talking about this, y'all? Forever. These bitches been crazy. That's why I'm telling him, shout out to him and his point of view, that's fine. That's why I'm telling him, nah, there's nothing wrong. They just need some damn attention. I blame every single last one of them, but TikTok does not help. Donald Trump was right. I don't care what y'all say. The most right thing that he ever said. Remember when they was wilding out, when he was talking about, oh, we're going to get rid of TikTok, and they started jumping off of the curb then? All them heifers, a bunch of heifers, carrying on because of the alleged getting rid of TikTok. And what did they say? The kids. Child, wasn't no damn kids. Y'all just don't want to listen to nobody.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist. Racist!
Now you see where we at, because y'all got to have TikTok so bad. Using that as your damn open book diary. Child, shout out to you, Mike. Mike Love, I appreciate you. Hey, Mr. DJ. We got another DJ in the house. Thank you for the jewels, 100 jewels, boo. Thank you for another 100 jewels. I appreciate you. D-Lo, thank you for the 100, hun. I appreciate you. Chris Cross, thank you for the flower, hun. I appreciate you, boo. All right, let's hear what he got to say.
Of politicians, some major actors in Hollywood, some of the biggest names in broadcasting, talking about how they didn't realize so many women were crazy. And perhaps we actually do need to look into removing some of their rights, getting them off social media, or getting them some mental help. It is really that bad. Now, the American Psychological Association defines this phenomenon, the spontaneous outbreak of atypical thoughts, feelings, or actions in a group. Manifestations may include psychogenic illness, collective hallucinations, and bizarre actions. And that is exactly what is happening right now. And I'm going to touch on that and talk about it a little bit more. But it is to the point where women are now asking themselves, are we going to have our rights taken away? Now, these are the sane women. These are the women that understand what is going on. But they're seeing this and they're saying, you know something, we might be losing our rights. This comes from a bird, is the username, at Olive Vegger, I guess. She has 79.
I thought he was calling her a bird. I'm sorry.
100 followers, not followed by a lot of people. It's a smaller account. But she, retweeting one of these manic episodes these women are going through, she says, we're going to have our rights taken away, aren't we? And this got 82,000 likes. A lot of people are saying, yes, you should. Women have gone too far off their rockers. Now, this is regarding Lindsay Clancy. Now, I understand, and I said this last video I did about this topic. It's not about Lindsay Clancy, the woman that ended her 3 kids. It's the fact that millions of women are claiming to be, quote unquote, the same Lindsay as a new social media trend follows along. And people are realizing
this is like he just said, it's a social media trend. They think this shit is cute. They think this makes damn sense. And showing their kids online doing the shit to their kids for likes and views. You can't listen, y'all. If we can sit here and say setting up the camera and crying and editing is crazy, but they know what they're doing, then don't tell me that these bitches putting their kids on is now some psychosis and they just don't know what they're doing. These bitches know what they're doing. Just when they're sitting up here talking about we can't stand men. Remember the bitch from yesterday? Lord forgive me, I'm trying, y'all. Remember that heifer from yesterday? The first thing she said is men. This Lindsay Clancy thing has nothing to do with men, but they're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way. Feminists. Somebody said Me Too. Bitches just want to find a way to say it's all men's fault and we don't get no help and support. 1 minute is we the best, we got it going on. You can't tell us like this all bitches, okay? Forgive me. This is all heifers, right? Then the next minute it's like, oh my God, everything that we go through. Look what we go through having kids. Stop getting these heifers pregnant. Stop it. Let there be no more kids. We just fail as a society. F it. I ain't gonna be here anyway. Let it go. Because if this is the best that these bitches have and you can't tell which is which, they all crazy. And ain't enough people talking about it as far as I'm concerned to combat this shit. I'm going to keep saying that. It's not enough bitches coming through. F it, y'all. It's a done deal. It's not enough bitches coming through saying, no, we not accepting this. This is crazy. This is bullshit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You just need some attention as per usual. You think somebody gives a damn about you? We don't care about you. I don't. Let me say it with my whole chest. Like Funky Dineva says, I don't give a damn about none of y'all. You not fooling nobody. I know bitches, y'all. This shit is for attention. A person that really has issues is somewhere suffering with actual issues. They're not getting on the TikTok or Twitter and saying shit and making videos. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody says. Argue with your fucking mom. Amazing. That's what it is. They need attention so damn bad. For fucking what? These people already married for the most part. You have a family. Your income is secure. You got a whole decent husband. It's not enough. When is enough enough? Now you gotta make yourself be big. And I don't even think it's about the likes, y'all. I think it's about the attention. They gotta hold on to something to be like, oh, look, there's somebody talking about me. There's somebody looking at me. Yeah, because you're crazy. There's nothing wrong with these people. It's just more trend following, not trend, Trend, trend following. Good morning to the Squeegee Kid. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. He said, ironically, it was 7 years ago when I searched how to move past a bipolar woman. The first channel YouTube recommended was Better Bachelor. Second channel was The Godfather. Oh, shout out to both of them. And to you, sir. He said, salute Michon in the chat. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Wow. This is crazy. This is wild times. Be careful. That's all I got. That's all I got. Shout out to Mike Love. Thank you for another 5. He said, the longer you keep them out of the kitchen, the wilder they become. Not an MSG message. Shout out to the MSGs up in here. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are normal. Yeah, well, we're not going back. I can hear Cam now. We're never going back. So now you got all these bitches all across the board. Now, we just going to say black and white, child, because I don't think the Asians is wilding. And because I was watching CGA yesterday. Shout out to CGA. I heard if you're listening that you shouted me out. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. If I'm ghost listening, I'm ghost listening. I haven't been able to listen too much this week, but I did listen to him yesterday or the day before yesterday. And he was talking about how subservient Asian women are, what they will do now. I'm not going to go into the descriptions that he gave. However, he definitely says that they will be subservient. And you know, these bitches probably don't even know what that word means. They don't want to hear the word serve in any way, shape, or form. They got all the solutions and don't know shit, okay? Imagine getting everything that you want and effing it up because some other bitch over here said something, or you following a trend from some crazy bitch. These bitches be crazy. These bitches be crazy. Say words like that to these bitches and see what they say. Child, I need my woman to be subservient. I need a woman to be subservient and see what they say. Child, do shit like that. Do shit like that. Don't be arguing with people either. What y'all be arguing with people for? Fuck them. I told y'all that I'm trying to stop cussing, but that's not going to happen today. Fuck them. Y'all want y'all to go say that the next time you go out with somebody. Child, do you believe in being subservient to a man? And she going to be like, record it. Send it to me. Let me stop. Shout out to Kevin, the software tester in the building. Thank you for the 100 joules, boo. I see you. I appreciate you.
We've got hundreds of thousands of women and millions of women liking posts saying, I'm just like her. And I talked about this last time, but some of the videos that are coming out now are genuinely mind-boggling. They're genuinely disturbing to the point where a lot of people, and now you've got conservative women that are saying to men, you've never had a kid, you wouldn't understand. Now, that's usually the
conservatives are coming out too now? Oh, okay.
Lefty talking point of my body, my choice type thing. Conservative women are saying, well, you wouldn't understand. And conservative women are saying, I agree with this woman that, sometimes I want to take my kids out. And it is freaking out everybody. Husbands, men in general, politicians, intellectuals, everybody is getting really uncomfortable about this. We're going to dive down into this, but it is the social contagion that millions of women are basically saying, yes, I am mentally ill too. And for validation on social media, I'm going to say I'm just like this woman. We'll get into it in just a second. First, we need to hear from today's sponsor, which is Rumble Wallet.
Then they need to go and commit them all. What did I say yesterday too, y'all? You can go and make all these videos and talk all the shit that you want to, okay? If you have a job and you then lose it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want no beg talks. I don't want to see no GoFundMes. When they start firing y'all's asses, this might end up being doctors, y'all, lawyers, allegedly. I don't know, because y'all, I'm just getting into this shit. Or HR people, because y'all said they all HR-ish. Fine. When they start getting fired, we're going to laugh our asses off. You heard? Doesn't that always happen? Doesn't that always happen? Y'all want to follow trends so bad to your own damn detriment. Get them kids taken away from you. Then what? Then what? Child.
Online, rocking their children back and forth with cringe music. And I'm gonna keep this muted because you don't.
Yeah, the cringe music where they have that sad ass music from TikTok, and it sounds like the Titanic part when the boat is sinking.
Want to hear it? And all of them are saying, "Me too." It's literally same, Lindsay. It's mothers holding their children, having psychotic breaks, one after another, after another, after another. They're going into crying spasms. They're going into rages. They're all saying, "Oh, same. I'm the same as you, Lindsay," as they weep uncontrollably into the camera, trying to garner sympathy because they see how much attention this crazy woman who ended her 3 kids has gotten, and they want in on that action. They
imagine needing attention so bad that you're going to go along with this foolishness, child. Imagine that. Imagine that. I told y'all, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, like you're psychotic. Nah, y'all, they crazy for sure. But that's just because of the attention that bitches want and need so damn badly.
Want in on this narcissistic drip feed. You've got women that are out here. Now, this particular one, you can say, well, it's only water, and I'm going to keep this muted.
It doesn't matter. You don't do this. That kid, that baby is an infant. Look at this bitch.
I'm going to keep this muted. But this is going to make you exceptionally angry. She's gone on social media. Of course, she's middle-aged, 30-ish, 40-ish, covered in tattoos, and she's splashing cold water. On her kid to get a reaction out of the kid until the kid starts crying and freaking out. And she's just laughing about it. Now, I don't know about you, but as a dude, if I were...
That's not somebody that's got a psychosis. That's just a bitch bitching, okay? Being a bitch and needing attention at the expense of her kid. How long have I been saying that these bitches don't give a fuck about their kids? Y'all think it's just black people. No, these bitches crazy too. I just talk about black people because I'm black. But child, let's talk about it, white people. Let's talk about it. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
We're posting myself blowing smoke in the face of a kid or splashing water on them or crying, having a mental breakdown while I'm holding on to my child, I'm pretty sure there would be a call for removal of my kid, a call for some.
I think you said if men were doing this, where would we be? What do you think would be happening if you sassy straights all in was doing this shit? What would happen, y'all think, if you sassy straights all y'all started getting you let me not just say kids, your babies, your infants, and started doing this dumb shit? What do you think would happen? They'd be like, it's okay. And then started doing a GoFundMe for the man that got accused and y'all allegedly following behind. And these bitches want to act like men aren't necessary. No, y'all ain't necessary.
Something to happen to me. But in the meantime, you've got tens of thousands of women having mental breaks online, crying, sometimes holding their kids, sometimes not holding their kids. Posting all their kids online here in these instances, just saying, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. All of them. Then you've got ones like this. My therapist told me throwing ice into the bathtub is a great way to release anger. 1010 would recommend. And they're just...
If she has a therapist telling her to do that, it's a bitch.
Slamming ice into bathtubs to release their anger. Not just one, not just two, not just 3. Now look, and this is, I'm saying this in all seriousness. If thousands, tens of thousands of men went online showing themselves punching holes in walls and saying, you know what, I agree with this guy that ended his family, I'm just like him, there would be...
Let me acknowledge y'all locked in loaded for the happy poop. I appreciate you, but I wanted to catch, hold on. Jesse, I think it says Jessica Rabbit. Give the kids to the dads. Moms are failing. You know damn well that's not gonna happen. That would just make too much sense, boo. That would just make too much sense. You notice none of them are saying or doing that? Nah, none of them. Because that's why I know this shit is for attention. That's it. This is how crazy these bitches are. That would be the first thing that you would do. You can't stand them anyway. Here, you do it. It's that bad. You do it. These bitches be married. I've had to do that shit. That's why you need to be married, be together in order to raise a kid. It is not easy, but it's not this. I don't care what anybody says. It's not this. Why wasn't they doing this before? Because that's not what it is. They just want to get on this bandwagon. Desperate ass bitch, lonely bitches needing attention. This is wild. You notice they never, ever say, you do it. You do it. I said, who I named yesterday? Maybe I was on the phone. Kofa, Trin, RBN. They raising their kids. I've never heard them complain. I mean, the regular complaints, but I never heard them complain, have a psychosis, say they was going to do this or do that. Not near one of them. Those are the 3 that come to my mind first. No, none of them. They raising their kid, their daughters and a son on their own. Nothing like that. They are not on the internet. They not on the internet showing dumb shit. None of that. They just doing what they got to do. Working, taking care of the kid, getting them what they need, back to school shit, fighting in court, all this shit. Don't need to be on the internet to be telling people and making crazy scenes and all that dumb shit. They ain't never going to do that because that's why I know that they're not really having a psychotic break or near none of that. Just like with that Lindsay bitch. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Because like I said, the people that are really having issues, they are not on damn internet. They are not on the damn internet. Shout out to Night Jade. I appreciate you. She said, imagine being a child watching these TikToks. Remember when TikTok was supposed to be for the kids?
It would be a national call to arms, outrage. People would be calling the police, trying to fight, to track down these men, to get them because they might be harmful. But what about these women that are doing this stuff? TikTok trends suggesting throwing ice is a good way to release anger and frustration. This is a child throwing a tantrum. Women don't grow up. They just become bigger children. And this is proof of that. One after another, after another. And this isn't the only one. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of these being shared online at the moment.
Yeah. So Mike Smith said, and women say if they ran the world, there would be no war. Laugh out loud. They would blow this planet up, guys. And that's the good thing about it. The only good thing, in my opinion. I wasn't voting for no bitch for president anyway. I said that, I meant that. I don't care if they black. I don't care if they white. I don't care if they Italian. I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to vote for a woman to be president of shit. Please know and understand that. So what you're showing, bitches, is how crazy you are. And if you think that you're going to get a woman elected as president after some shit like this, good luck to y'all. Now, you wasn't getting elected anyway, because, child, if Hillary couldn't do it, then none of the rest of y'all going to be able to do it. But good luck to y'all. And then it's a bunch of white women, too.
This woman crying over a toilet as her little kid is completely concerned why mommy got dressed up in a pretty dress, showing some cleavage, showing off her nice legs, and put on makeup and did her hair. Why is mommy putting on this performative show without any real tears? She set up the camera. Look, you've got to understand, this is a woman that got dressed up nicely, did her hair, put on makeup, set up a camera.
Child, don't let me, I'm not going to TikTok to watch this. I can't do it, right? But if somebody else does, and if you see any man in there saying, hey, girl, and giving the eyes, you need to call his ass out. I'm not going to TikTok for this. I can't do it because I know it's going to be endless. And I'm not interested in seeing no damn kids crying and they dumbass mamas acting dumbasses. But if y'all see it and you see some man in there saying, oh, your cans look good and all that shit, y'all need to call him out. Because I imagine that's probably happening too.
Got into the position, made sure her child was in the same room with her, And then without shedding a tear, does her little performative thing of, oh, look at me, everybody. I'm just like this. I'm just like this crazy woman that ended her kid. These have all come out in the last 48 hours, every single one of them. Here's a woman spurging out. Some days as a mom, I get pushed past my limits as she beats up a door with a pillow. This is a mass psychosis event. Either three things are happening. Number one, we have a wave of mental illness in young women today. True, I think that is true. Number two, we have a wave of women that genuinely regret having children, regret having a family, wish maybe they deleted their kids. They wish they were still able to go out and party it up and sleep around. Also true. Also true. And number three, you've got a bunch of narcissistic drama queens that want to garner attention on social.
Ding, 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 ding. So I'd say C, B, then A. C, B, then A, backwards. These are not people that have any illness except for they just bitches. They don't. It's attention, and maybe they do regret it. And, you know, probably some men, like I said in the comments, if you see them, y'all really need to, for those that be on TikTok, you really need to call their jackasses out because they don't help.
Media, also true. And this has just gone completely viral.
Shout out to Locked and Loaded. Thank you for the hiding, Jules. I feel like hiding. Shout out to Uncle Rick. He said all they do is project. They want to delete them kids. That's why you had all those women. Yeah, you can delete your kids now up until the 9th month in Massachusetts. This is wonderful. This is great. Stop having kids with these people, child. That's my solution to it.
My postpartum rage got the best of me today, she says, as she set up a camera, dressed herself, did her makeup, put on earrings, flat ironed her hair, and then shows herself throwing ice into the bathtub. Now, how is it all of these women have miraculously come across this idea of dramatically throwing ice into their bathtub while they're in tears and glancing at the camera, making sure that you see the rage and the pain that they're going through? It might look crazy throwing ice in your bathtub, but look at me. It helps everybody.
Let me know the trend when they all start getting fired, though, y'all. Yeah, it might not be acceptable. It could be a lawsuit, but enough of them are going to go too far that they're going to get fired. I feel like if it's people, like if they happen to be doctors and lawyers and people are going to be like, oh, hell no, that's my doctor.
One after another after another. And when this one didn't get enough attention from throwing ice in her bathtub, this one decides to rip her clothing. So she starts a rip with scissors into her clothing, and then she rips apart her own clothing. Fabric tearing can satisfy the need to destruct. How is it all these women, all these either mothers or pretend of mothers or whatever, suddenly have this need to destruct? Because this, I think, is the most alarming thing that many people are seeing, and they're genuinely saying, we have a mental health crisis in women today. You know, I have my good days. I have my bad days. I know you guys do. My mother was very frustrated with me as a kid and my sister. I'm sure my father had frustrations with myself and my sister as their children. We were no...
All right, shout out to the Better Bachelor. That's enough of this, because that's just enough of this, right? All right, so these bitches is crazy. They've been crazy. We already know. This shit here with these heifers online, they just wanting attention. They just wanting attention. So when it does change over, and I anticipate that it will, and they start losing their jobs, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So be careful, gentlemen. Let me go. I was going to show this shit with her, but I don't even want to see no more of her, honestly, because this was enough. So unfortunately, I got to go to a different bitch. Okay. Should have named this ladies' night. So I rolled over early this morning or last night and saw this mess going on with this. So I'm going to need y'all's help. I don't know if this is Twitch or Kick, right? But this little young black boy, Nitro Camden, was streaming. One of them, child, not YouTube or anything. Okay. So it's one of the ones that the kids do, like what Castanot does and all that type of shit. Right. So whatever one it was. Okay. It's Twitch. Thank you for letting me know. It's Twitch. Right. JB, thank you for the silver star. I appreciate you, boo. So he was doing his streaming and he was excited. I believe, if I understand the story correctly, because these are kids, he had 10,000, people in his chat or something, right? So that was a thing, and he was doing whatever the hell it is that he does, chat, whatever he was doing. Well, his mama came in and kicked him out of the house and proceeded to beat him up on camera like the dumb bitch she. Y'all, we've transitioned to the black section now, all right? She came in here and laid him out. She probably didn't know, because that's how clueless she is, even though how could she not know if you're in tune to your damn kids, right? And proceeded to kick him out and beat him up on camera. This says, This is Shade Room Teens. Streamers bless 18-year-old Nitro Camden after his mom kicked him out of the house for being too loud. Viewers were shocked as she hit him in the face on stream. It all started after Cam celebrating Stable Ronaldo rating his stream with 10,000 viewers. So I don't know what this shit means, but somehow he got 10,000 viewers. I guess it came from somebody named Stable Ronaldo, okay? And so he was happy and excited. Child, I'm happy and excited that we have 342 in here over both of the streams. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are normal, okay? If you agree with Lindsay Clancy, please don't subscribe because, child, I ain't got time for your foolishness. Fuck that bitch and fuck you too, all right? So let's hear what happened while I try to piece it. Well, let me read what they said. It says the streamer community is rallying behind fellow streamer Nitro Camden after viewers saw an intense situation unfold with his mom on live stream. The night started on a high note when Cam celebrated Stable Ronaldo rating his stream with over 10,000 viewers. Things later took a turn after his mom came into his room. His mom was seen hitting him on stream as she repeatedly told Cam to get out and threatened to call the police. He later left the home and is currently staying with a friend. Since the moment went viral, streamers including Senna, Agent, Davis, and more have shown Cam love. Many gifted him reached out and shared words of encouragement. The support continues to pour in as more streamers learn about Camden's situation. Now, I do believe that these are very young people, y'all, because Kai Cenat and his group of people have done amazing things, have made lots of money. They doing their thing, right? So these people look like they're young. They home. They on the internet. They not out at the local fitness store essaying girls. But this is a problem and an issue, right? All right, let's see what happens here, child. I don't know these people. I just know his name is this Camden dude, Nitro Camden.
It's time to race.
Hey! Okay, I think this is where it started, where whoever gave him the 10,000 views, so he wasn't a major streamer, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So the white dudes here, I guess gave him subs, child. Again, I'm not really well versed on how this shit works.
All right, Blake, ready for me, please? I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching.
All right, so I keep interrupting it because obviously we know that that's music that we really can't play here, and I want this to stay up because I want to pull this out to make sure I upload it. And so he's happy. Here come the mom to ruin the moment.
I have 10,000 people in. Why are you in the camera? I have 10,000 people in here.
Okay, he don't want nobody seeing your floppy ass tits.
They just raided me. Why are you taking my mama? Why are you taking my? Oh, stop. Why? Because I'm trying to.
Let's make sure we come in and ruin his success because she ain't had nothing else better to do.
So you can call the police because I'm streaming. I have 10,000 people in here watching. I just got raided. What are you doing? So I have to get out because I'm streaming too. I have to go do that. Tired of this shit. Bro, I'm walking away. You come up behind me and grab my face. Do not do that. Don't do that.
See, boys, and it's time to
move. Go get your stuff. You gotta go. Go. Go get your stuff. Go get your clothes and stuff. Go. Go. And then go. Okay, talk to the police on you. Go ahead and go. You're done. I'm not playing this game. It's almost midnight. Go. Out of my room, my house, everything. This is all mine. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay. Do you see how he's like kind of keeping his hands? In my opinion, I think so no one can say, because he knows. I'm glad he kept streaming, y'all. I'm glad he kept streaming. I feel like he's doing this kind of like when the police, come to the car to show that he's not doing anything to her. This is what I'm thinking. Night J said, I used to stream on Twitch. He got raided by another streamer. When you get these types, people who toss diamonds, new subs, and all types of stuff, it's a great feeling. Shout out to those streamers who are helping him.
Out of my house. You're not welcome anymore. Get out. Move.
Stable Ronaldo said, what the F is wrong with people? Try to help out a smaller streamer and his mom does this? Yeah, Yeah.
He just rated me. I promise you.
All right, so this is where it started. Nitro Camden's mom was upset because he refused to get off stream. The two also argued over whether content creation was a real job.
People. Mama, you see, there's 10, if it was 10 million people, if I tell you to get off. I'm getting off, but it's... I'm trying to turn up, bro. I just got raided by Ronaldo, Marlon. Can I stay on for like 5 minutes? All my life, I've never had this much viewers. I appreciate, bro. I've been watching Ronaldo, Lacey, Marlon, Speed, Kai. Why is she doing it, bro? I'm getting... Bro, I just got raided. All right. I'm never going to get this opportunity again, bro. What am I doing? I don't have an attitude every time. This happens to be the only time that I actually blew up that somebody jumped. He just raided me. I promise you he just raided me. Look. What do you mean? I just got raided with 10,000 people. Mama, you see, there's 10. If it was 10 million people, you're not realizing you're 18 now. Bro, I'm on. They're all watching you while laying in a bed, and you finna get kicked out, and you're worried about this. Like, at one point, you gotta just... All right, bro. Okay. All right. I'm never gonna get this opportunity again, bro. It's the only time I've never had that many people in the stream. They were donating everything. I never had that much people. Here. I did. I said, okay, I will. And there was that many people. You've seen it on the thing. It's okay. Yeah, I know this is a fake life. I want to be... It's fake because I want to be successful. Yeah, I've been doing this for 7 years. Still have the passion. Nothing wrong with that. It's like working a job for 7 years. You're gonna have to go. Because I want to need a real job. Yeah. 2 options. You better get. Yeah. You're not realizing you're 18 now. Oh, I'm on.
Cam, if you can just message me privately, I don't want to. I feel weird doing a call with people. I message me privately, and I want to figure out some stuff with your money situation, so I can make sure to try to send you the money on Cash App or something, so you can get a hotel or whatever, even if it's something to just get out of there for a few nights. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
So this is Senna sends Nitro Camden money to help with a hotel and take care of himself while encouraging him to prioritize his mental health. So hopefully he can even get a hotel, because I don't know that 18-year-olds can get hotels. But anyway, so shout out to Senna for trying to help him.
I don't want to do that outside of the call and everything like that, and just try to help. I don't want to do this, like doing it live is kind of weird. I don't want to send you some subs and then you're stuck. You know what I mean? And the subs are going to your mom and she has your account. I don't want to do that. So if you could just message me and we'll figure that out, okay?
All right, yes, ma'am. Thank you again, Senna. I appreciate everybody. You know, thank you.
Yeah, I sent it to him. Hopefully he can get out of that situation. That is really sad. He got it? Okay. I'm sending him 2 payments because my bank won't let me send it all at once. So I told him I'm going to send him the other part of it in the next few days. Cam, if you can just message me privately.
Nitro Camden. I'm about to shut this shit down, yo. I am about to shut this shit down. Nitro Camden shares the note that was written in his 18th birthday card. It says, how something 18th birthday is done. Something, happy birthday. Now get out, mom. Yeah, I'm going to let that sit there. That's what this says. That's what this says. Happy birthday. Now get out, mom.
This is amazing.
I want one of you bitches to help me understand, like I've been saying, because I know you bitches. You don't give a fuck about none of these kids. None of these damn kids. And then you got all the pro-blacks. Yeah, I'm bringing it the fuck in. That will not call shit like this out. This is not about the streaming part. Even though it's about the streaming part, it is about bitches who do this shit to their kids. How many times have we heard and talked about this shit where just because magically you 18, you kicking your kids out? As a person who has gotten kicked out, was not ready, but hey, it is what it is. But that's how I know that you don't even be ready. Just because y'all ready basically to become the whores that you turn into, because you think, because mama gotta have a life too, you know. Because mama gotta have a life too, you know. Just because you don't understand what the hell it is that they're doing don't mean that they're not doing and that they're doing something wrong. When you need to be concerned with what the hell it is that they're doing, you're not involved. When they out here essaying kids at the damn Planet Fitness, when they out here on the corner selling drugs, when they out here assaulting girls because they won't give the number, then you say, "Nah, my baby." How about you take an interest in what the fuck it is your kid is doing? How the hell you gonna be mad that your daggone kid is in the daggone house as long as he's graduating, as long as he's got good grades and understand what the hell it is that he's doing? Oh no, oh no. No, I ain't even got no kids and I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on. Your kid could be out in the daggone streets doing daggone wrong. He home just doing this shit. And you don't even look into it enough. You don't even use that phone to look into Google to see what the hell it means to be a successful streamer. No encouragement. It's always negativity. And then you bitches will turn around here trying to talk about black women, this and black. Fuck it. You're full of fucking shit. Just because you have a problem with men to the detriment to your own damn kids. You don't give a fuck about these kids. You're just trying to always be right and tell somebody what to do. These people, hold on.
No, black women are the leaders of this culture. And if we aren't happy and satisfied, it's going down.
That's exactly what happens. Because you think that somebody owes you something. You think you're the queen of fucking Sheba. Everybody is laughing at all of us because I have to be included because I'm a black woman too. But I'll be damned if I'm going to allow shit like this to continue and not say anything. Because one, y'all are fucked up. Two, you fuck it up for the rest of us. And three, you are angry, you are racist, and you are the fucking problem. I'm not saying them white bitches ain't problems because we just saw that they a problem too. I said that, I meant that. But child, I'm black. And you make it harder for the rest of us. So fucking, the black Cindy Brady with her bullshit, fuck you, bitch. Joy Reid, fuck you, bitch, okay? We all don't have to be Democrats. We all don't have to fucking follow you, and we all got our own fucking minds. And just because I'm not a part of that bullshit that y'all part of the bullshit with, don't mean that I'm a fucking coon. That means I'm a whole-ass motherfucking adult that don't listen to motherfuckers that would never listen to me. You don't run shit. You motherfuckers barely run your own shit, you fired bitches. You're fired, bitches. Always saying that it's somebody else's fault. This is nobody's fault but this black bitch right here. I said that. I meant that. Trying to act like you some fucking martyrs and you got all the daggone answers. You throwing your kid out on stream. You're so stupid. You don't realize that he's still streaming and everybody can see what the fuck it is that you're doing. You don't even take the time to understand how shit works. Swear you know everything and you don't know shit. So when he does become successful, because he will, y'all, because he will, and something happens to your ass and he don't come back for your ass, fuck you, bitch. Remember this. And remember, y'all, this started right here. This started right here with this card. Imagine what the hell he was going through up until this point. If you're going to get a card and say, happy birthday, get the hell out. That's why I'm going to pause it and make sure you bitches see this. And anybody that thinks that this makes sense is acceptable, that's why the black community has the problems that they do. Y'all always blaming men. It's you bitches. I said it. I meant it. It's you bitches because you don't give a fuck about your kids. You don't give a fuck about the damn community. You ain't no different than them white women. You just doing it on another type of time because you want some fucking attention. You think somebody gives a fuck about you in your opinion? They don't. They don't. You just looking crazy. And like I said with that sassy Santana shit, y'all ain't outraged enough for me. Y'all ain't outraged enough for me. This shit right here, we'll see. We'll see. You need to be outraged about this shit. Then you sit up here talking about how men don't do this, men don't do that, because you're raising them to be bitch asses. You're putting them behind the 8 ball by kicking them the hell out. Just because you don't know, you swear you know everything. And like when CGA said it's time to give up the 90s because that time is gone and you gotta acclimate to what it is right here. Acclimate, okay? You won't even talk to your damn child about what the hell it is that he's doing. You won't use that damn phone to look into what the hell it is that he's doing. Nope, because you swear you know everything. You looking ratchet as fuck. Ghetto, I said it. You looking ghetto and ratchet as fuck. And good luck to the rest of those kids that are there. If they're girls, in their own way, they will be fine. But y'all, if you're doing this to him, you'll do it to the rest of them too. You'll do it to the rest of them too. Good luck to those kids. But these are the people these are the people that run the culture, like the woman says.
No, Black women are the leaders of this culture. And if we aren't happy and satisfied, it's going down.
No new news there. We already know. And that's why the community is ass. The culture is ass. Because of Black bitches who don't know how to shut the fuck up. Remember 92% y'all was supposed to shut the fuck up and you ain't shut the fuck up since you said you was going to shut the fuck up. That's all right. I'm going to call it the fuck out. I don't care. Get mad, get glad. Call me whatever the fucking names that you want to. There's no way on God's green earth that anybody thinks that this is acceptable. Abusing your own damn kid. Giving him a birthday card to say, get the fuck out. I hope he's gone for good and never talks to her ass again. I said that. I meant that. Crisscross, thank you for the hide and jewels. Appreciate you. Wait, sorry. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. One Solo. Thank you, hon. My house, Section 8. No, that's the government's house. Now, I don't know that that's the case, but yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. Wild times, y'all. Wild times. Child, like everything ain't recorded. Dante, thank you so much for the hide and jewels. I appreciate you. Shout out to the squeegee kid. He said Mama had Nugtavius in her room and Nugtavius told her to kick him out before he gave her that grade A. There sounded like there was some man in the background. I don't understand that part. Maybe we'll find out later, but I feel like I did hear some man. Maybe it was a brother. I don't know. I don't know these people. I just woke up to this morning when I just rolled over and looked online and was like, what the hell is going on, you crazy bitch? Mr. Tie Pie, hopefully I'm enunciating that right. Thank you so much, honey. He said, I think that he is 18 in her house, no job, etc. This didn't just start and she is probably tired of it. It didn't just start, correct, because she doesn't think that this could be something. But I feel like there's a better way to handle this than to beat him up. And I said that on the internet in front of 10,000 plus people. If women, Black women in particular, do not know how to handle children, do not know how to handle conflict, can't work through shit, can't talk through shit, give them up to their fathers. But I know that's never going to happen. She gets no excuses at all. Fuck that bitch. Because this is not the first time that this has happened. And the fact that, and that's why I have this paused here, y'all, that she wrote this on his birthday. Now get out. You think that that is a sign of a stable mother woman? Do you think that she's been nurturing to him? Do you think that she has been teaching him much of anything that's going to help him once he does get out? Do you think it makes sense to kick out a child? I don't care that he's 18 in the middle of the night because you can't handle your emotions, because you can't get your emotions under control. Don't make sense to me, but child, what the hell do I know? Y'all think this shit is normal? That's why the culture is fucked the fuck up. Thank you, Juan Solo. He said in 10 years, her story will be he left on his own. When he gets successful like the rest of them do, and he's living in mansions and doing whatever the hell it is that they do, she gonna come begging outside of the window. And I vote that he ignores her like the fucking wall. STW Media, thank you for the hide and jewels. I appreciate you. Squeegee Kids, thank you for another 10, boo. He said, we know what this is. He just turned 18 and the government benefits stop. So he's no good to mama anymore unless he's bringing in money from the corner. She's like Naman's mom from The Wire. I forget who that one is, but is that the one with the big thing on her face? Probably. There was a lot of things that were true and wrong with regard to The Wire. But Black people love to say that it's white supremacy that be the problem. No, most of the time it be the bitches that be the problem because they know damn well they got problems with all these kids because a nigga didn't stay with them because they required nothing. I said that. I meant that, which is why when those of us who got married, they try to act like there's something wrong with us because we chose to commit to someone and someone who committed to us, like that's crazy. No, you bitches are crazy. You make life difficult on yourselves and on your damn kids. They ain't got shit to do with white people. That's got to do with your ass. For whatever the reason is, everybody getting therapy and everybody's still dumb as a box of damn rocks. Juan Solo, thank you, boo. He says she's the embodiment of failure and disappointment, to say the least. To say the least, but there'll be women, I'm sure, saying, we understand, sis. We understand. They don't be listening. It's a hard time. He should have just got off. He should have just got off. Anybody thinks that anything like this was the first time, you're a fucking fool. D, thank you, boo. Thank you for the flower jewels. I appreciate you. Hey, Mr. DJ, thank you for the high five, Jules. Boo, I appreciate you. Dante, thank you for the W, Jules. I appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Tie Pie with another 5. We didn't have streamers when we were kids, and we can't say what she been through either. She ain't been through nothing that warrants this card saying this. I don't care what you say. Nothing that was going on warrants this and for her to beat her child on the damn internet. So 1 minute it's a problem, you can't beat your kids, and then the next minute you can beat your kids. Like, make it make sense. Yeah, I don't care what she's going through. She's the adult. She is the alleged adult. You got a problem with your kid as a mama? Give them to the daddy. Never enters anybody's mind, from the Lindsay Clancy bitches to these bitches. Never, never. Then what are you fucking for if you don't want these damn kids? No excuses. I don't care. One Solo, thank you for the hiding, Jules. I appreciate you. CDT in the house. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you for the gold coin, Jules, hon. Shout out to Locked and Loaded. Thank you for the poop, Boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to JB. Thank you for the 100. Thank you so much, hon. Leonard, thank you so much for the sparkles. I appreciate you, Boo. Squeegee Kid, thank you for another 20. I appreciate you, hon. He said this will be black man's fault. Of course it will. How? Mama will be shamed and she'll be fired. She'll start a GoFundMe thinking she's Black Lindsay Clancy. Probably instead of raising $1 million, she'll raise 304. She'll raise 304. It'll be black men's fault. Of course it will be. Of course it will be. Just like the bitch that got on yesterday talking about his black men's fault with regard to the Nancy Clancy. Child, Nancy Clancy. Child, y'all know it. The Clancy situation. Never any accountability for what the fuck they did. Bitch should be on the computer right now on the internet saying, I apologize, I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that, I need to keep my hands to myself, I shouldn't have kicked my kid out, I shouldn't have embarrassed him on the internet and embarrassed myself and doing all this in front of my other kids, because I'm assuming there's other kids there. This is not the right thing to do. This is not how we handle children. We need to talk to our children. We need to do better with our children. You think you're gonna hear any of that? When was the last time you heard any of that? Never. Never.
Hold on. Oh, there it is.
Davis gifted Nitro Camden 100 subs, which equates to $599, child. What is this? I got to get on here. $599 and shared some words of it. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. And shared some words of encouragement after he was kicked out by his mom.
Bro. Davis just gifted 100. There it is. We fucking did it. We did it.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
No, God did.
We did it.
I appreciate that, bro.
I love you, Dave.
We gotta play Phantom.
You know,
W.
legit.
Oh my God.
Keep hustling.
I was listening to you.
You got this.
Still legit.
Okay. W him. We're gonna watch the second clip for context, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's tough, bro. I know it's like super hard trying to come up in an environment that is not W Camden. I said W him. W Camden is what I should have said. I can imagine it's super hard trying to come up in an environment that's like not accepting of it. So like I've seen like friends and stuff go through that. So I ain't lie. Hold on.
Shout out to this young black man helping another young black man.
Oh, Jason!
Jason the Ween gifted Nitro Camden with 100 Twitch subs, which equates to $599. So I don't know if this is him. I don't. Shout out to the white man for helping this young black man.
Yo, Jason just gifted 100. Oh my God, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason. Yo, the whole bro. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, bro. No, hold on. I might call him back. Jason, thank you so much, bro. Wait, am I muted? Oh, I'm not muted. Thank you so much, Jason. We gotta turn up right after I'm done calling him.
Who is Jason?
W. Oh, Jason!
Let me gift them some subs, bro.
Jinxie gifted Nitro Camden 500 Twitch subs, which equates to $2,995 after reacting to his situation with his mom.
Chad, I just gifted 500.
I'm about to keep it GoPro. I know.
I'm gonna wait till he sees it. I don't know his number.
Yo, who just gifted me 500 subs? Jinxie!
Jinxie 500 gifted.
Oh my gosh!
Child, these youngins out here giving away $600 like it ain't nobody's business. And she over there wilding the fuck out. Maybe if you took the time to understand what the fuck was going on instead of being a you don't tell me type of bitch.
Jinxie!
Yo, Cam, good luck, bro.
Jinxie!
Get the fuck out of that house, man.
That boy got
Jinxie! Thank you, bro.
Oh, white man's giving him money, child. All this racism, child. Lord help your people. He said, get the fuck out of that house.
Cam, I don't know. Hey, Cam, I don't know where you're streaming at right now, bro, but just, oh, he's delayed. Chad, he has a delay. He's delayed, bro. He's like 5 minutes delayed. Yeah, Cam, I don't know where you're at right now, bro, but try to stream over there as much as you can, man. Chad, let me get them some.
I have a brand deal line.
Agent offered Nitro Camden to join him on a brand deal stream and split the money. Agent offered Nitro Camden to join him on a brand deal stream and split the money 50-50 after he was kicked out by his mom.
And how about we find a way to do it together? And then we feel we could just split it half, and that at least set you up, you know, good enough to where like you don't feel too afraid of like what might happen tomorrow. You at least have some sort of like, you feel me? So I hit you up, and then also then you could use that as like now when brands hit you up and stuff like that, you could be like, I did that with Agent and it went really well, and the brand loved it and stuff like that, and then you can start building your portfolio that way. Yeah, actually, hold on.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, back.
Hold it down for like 2 minutes, my boy.
I have no clue. I'm at 50,000 followers now, bro. This is insane.
That's crazy, bro. I have a brand deal lined up, and how about we find a way to do it together?
What is it?
Since Nitro Camden's situation with his mom went viral, Lacey and several other streamers have reached out or gifted him sub.
Hold on.
It's Lacey. Read it.
Lacey? No way. I can't see. Oh my God, I gotta delete my storage. No, that's C-Pain. Do you have a donation link or PayPal? Oh my God, Lacey is here.
W Lacey.
W Lacey. Nah, I gotta do it. Oh, Lacey, I do got PayPal or Cash App, bro. So you don't have to, bro. You don't have to, though. Bro, that's crazy. Lacey's in here. Oh my gosh. Yo, they actually just made my day, bro.
Caretakers for your surgery.
Oh, facts. Let me and C-Pain come caretaking. Facts. Bro, it's so bad that my chat glitches out. Move out, gang. Chat, I mean, this is obviously his house. Well, his mom. But yeah, I still have nowhere.
I'm getting kicked out too.
You for real? Nah, but I don't think you could come with. What is it? Hold on.
It's Lacey. Read it.
All right, so I think they said that this is the kicked out crew, so they're all donating to him. This first comment says, "Mama gonna be pissed when he a millionaire by Monday and don't share nothing with her." I support all that. Don't give her shit. I don't care if she's the catalyst. She should have more care for her children than this. She's a bitch. Night J, thank you, hon. She said, this kid's mom and my mom must have been friends. Child, wild. It's wild. D, thank you for the 2. He said brotherhood on exhibition. Absolutely. Yes. And the girl, don't forget the first girl that gave up too. And I don't disagree with you, but definitely streamers helping out other streamers. So shout out to them. And they're all young. Shout out to the Squeegee Kid with another 10. Thank you, Boo. He said, call me Waco just brought up a great point. How long y'all think before mama goes online complaining that her son isn't blessing her with newfound money? Old school, Michon, give me some money. And if y'all see it, make sure you send it to me because we gonna make sure we make fun of that bitch. Fuck that bitch. And good luck to this man. He'll be fine. This is a community. Okay? A whole streamer community. Don't be surprised if Kai Sanat reaches out. Over here on the Fourth Quarter TV, it says Twitch streamer Nitro Camden celebrates 100,000 subs in just 24 hours after his mom kicked him out of the house on live. Well, would you look at that? The comment, which y'all can't read, it says from Smooth Dingleberg, it says, nah, the mother about to learn the hard way about how social media can change lives. Shout out to them. It says 18-year-old streamer Nitro Camden went viral after Stable Ronaldo rated his stream with around 15,000 viewers. While Cam celebrated, his mother reportedly confronted him over the noise, unplugged his equipment, and allegedly assaulted him while thousands watched live. Just 24 hours later, Nitro Camden has gained over 100,000 subscribers and reportedly made upwards of $19,000 for his viral stream. Child. $19,000 in one night. She gonna regret this shit if she hasn't already. Show me the daggone the apology video that's to come. All right, so yeah, that's wild. I don't even know what's wilder. You bitches are crazy. Period. Point blank. But let us move on to Al Sharpton, child. Now I don't know that he got sued, but I said let me go to April Chapman's video of this. It says breaking. This is last night she was on. Yeah, it says Al Sharpton threatened with defamation suit over the Nolan Wells case. So we've been waiting around. The boys, as they call them, those white boys, said they were going to sue Crump and Al Sharpton. So let's see what's going on, child.
AI is way more petty than I could ever be. If you saw tonight's thumbnail, you should know and understand that the Reverend Al Sharpton has been put on. He's been put on notice. If I had a Hammond B3 organ sound, I'd play it right now, but I don't have that on my soundboard. But I have a question. I do have a question for you guys. Okay, so here's the question I want to present to the church tonight. What happens when the professional accuser, the former chubby mob rat, becomes the defendant, right? Like what happens when said fraudulent reverend and what do I call it? The Bishop of Brimstone says out of his own corrupt mouth, I want them to sue me first. Well, I will tell you what happens. What happens is you get the attorney of the accused will say less pimping, hold my beer, and then the Pope of Perdition ends up getting a letter that says, we're happy to grant your wish. So today's show is, y'all, it's deeper. It's not that Al Sharpton got a nice, mean lawyer letter. No. The significance of this letter, all 19 pages of it, is so much bigger than Al Sharpton. I need you guys to understand that for decades, we have watched the racial grievance industry. We've watched them operate on a very simple business model. What they do is it arrives, right? Their business model arrives before the facts are settled. Then they'll racialize a tragedy, identify some random villains, create all of this public pressure and trust. They trust that just ordinary people, just regular people are going to be too intimidated, too broke, too afraid of being called racist, just too tired of being sick and tired to just fight back. Well, this is not one of those times. Okay. That's it. Listen, Linda. Okay, Linda or Bertha, whichever one you want to listen. Warren, Jackson, Morgan. These are three young men who are refusing to play that game. And so now, you have Al Sharpton. He may have to explain his allegations somewhere where the applause and the television cameras and the race rhetoric cannot protect him. And where is that, you ask? Well, that might be under oath. So I have the honor and the privilege to have a copy of the letter. It is a nice 19-page letter. It's not like the 4-page letter that Aaliyah wrote about. Y'all remember the song 4-page letter by the R&B singer Aaliyah? Yeah, this is not that. Okay, this 19-page letter was sent to Al Sharpton. It is dated today, and it's a 19-page letter that places Al Sharpton in a position where he's gonna be sweating like R. Kelly was when he found out how long he was gonna have to spend in prison. You understand? So Al Sharpton's his issue here that he's faced with is that on TMZ, he levied some commentary that apparently suggested a very suspicious sequence. His first assertion was that Nolan went out with 3 white friends and nobody came forward. And one of the young men supposedly had the phone and the keys and supposedly then denied having said phone and keys. And then the phone's content supposedly had been erased. These are things that Al Sharpton said in the TMZ interview.
Listen, Ben been saying the same things. All these people saying shit and they don't know nothing.
And the attorneys for the accused or the individuals that we're talking about today, they are saying that essentially every critical component of that narrative was false as it relates to Warren, Jax, and Morgan. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to examine the letter. Now it's 19 pages, okay? I got somewhere to be in the morning. I can't be here all night. But I felt it was important to go live and to address these things because as you're going to see when I share my screen and show you the letter, there are some very specific aspects and components of this letter that we need to highlight. So first, according to the letter, but before we do that, can we just highlight on here the government name of Brother Al? It is Alfred Charles Sharpton the Jr. I said, I didn't know.
Come on, Alfred Charles.
Oh, Al was a junior. So the first thing I want to do is, according to this letter, I'm going to summarize. You have Warren, Jax, and Morgan, according to the letter, never possessed or touched Nolan's phone. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Well, you learned something new today. They never accessed it. They never erased anything from it. They never lied, even about possessing it. This phone was reportedly...
Now, you know, the pros will say, you don't know. Well, guess how we could know? If the mama gave up the phone and somebody could investigate. Nobody said to give it to the DA. I said, go to the phone company. They got enough money for it. Oh, I guess that makes too much sense. So they'd rather be doing press tours, which we're going to have to look at that. They went and did an interview with Jamal because, you know, donations are down with Jamal. They went and did a press tour, an interview with Jamal, and we probably going to have to look at that tomorrow on a Sunday, no doubt.
Secured elsewhere and then later retrieved by a female friend. It's right here in the letter. Now, Warren, one of the young men, personally called Miss Christine Wells at approximately, let me see the time, it's 11:07. And they're actually, this letter is so thorough, it actually provides screenshots of all of this, right? So approximately 11:07, he calls Christine. Then Warren called the Coast Guard at approximately 11:13. So that's just within a few moments. That's not someone that strikes me as if they're hiding something. That's someone has notified the mama. She's like, called the Coast Guard. He's like, I'm on it. And that's when that outbound call took place. And then he remained on the phone for more than 20 minutes, right? You'll also see in this letter, let me see if I can fast forward to some of these components.
So they decided to say that we're going to show y'all what you don't know finally. Okay.
Components that I want y'all to see. It's lots of stuff in this letter that was sent. But here's the point. Oh, yes. I don't know how.
Oh, damn. They're giving out phone numbers. Come on, girl.
Visible this is that I'm trying to show on the screen. I did my best.
I hope y'all can see it.
It is a PDF, but this is the page that shows at 11:07. He calls and telephones Christine. You can see the time there. I should have circled it in yellow, but I didn't. And that is when Warren told Christine that Nolan didn't return with the group. And Christine confirmed that he had not returned home and she had not heard from Nolan since the evening of July 3rd. Warren advised her that Nolan's self...
Wait. Warren
told Christine that Nolan didn't return with the group. And Christine confirmed that he had not returned home and she had not heard from Nolan since the evening of July 3rd.
She didn't hear from Nolan since July the 3rd, the evening of July the 3rd. So pretty much sounds like Nolan probably spent the night with his buddies that aren't really his buddies. It sounds like Nolan must have spent the night or was at minimum staying with his white friends that aren't really his friends, as the pro-blacks would like to say. She ain't seen him since July the 3rd, the evening of July the 3rd. This incident happened allegedly on July the 4th. So as some have said, without actual proof though, if Warren, I think it is, didn't call her, she wouldn't have known. If Warren didn't alert her, she wouldn't have known. Now, would she have? But then you want to turn around and demonize the people that brought to your attention what was going on when you didn't even see him the night before. Remember all this? Nolan would never. He's a good boy. And I'm not saying that he's not, right? But he's also a young man, 17, 18, 19 years old, which people want to act like young men, 17, 18, and 19 years old. But this is in the information because the white boys who hired Trump's lawyer, I don't know why they keep saying Trump's lawyer. Trump don't own the damn man. He just used a lawyer, right? But the white boys lawyer are putting out some actual facts here with proof, which we've seen some of it in the text messages, but now they're showing everything, child. They got people's phone numbers out here and everything. Turn the phone over. Let's turn the phone over, child. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what got deleted, child, and where.
Warren advised her that...
Oh, I forgot. Hey, Boo Bears. Shout out to the channel members. I got the Boo Bear up there for ya.
Nolan's cell phone had remained with the group on their return from the island and was secured in Wyatt's vehicle. Warren also told Christine that he would call the Coast Guard. So that's what I just finished explaining to you. So that is what this is summarizing right there on the screen. And so they continue exchanging information. Warren speaks with the Coast Guard again. He subsequently...
They exchanging information means Warren and Nolan's mom.
...coordinated with the local law enforcement, and Warren and others returned to Horn Island the next morning to do what? To search for their friend. Now that detail right there, that is devastating to the very specific insinuation that nobody came forward. Those was Al's words. Not
child, look, the trolls are here. Oh yeah, I just love white people so much because you don't like to listen to the facts, because you like to be delusional, probably because you listen to people like Caricature and Frigidaire, because y'all want to be victimized so bad because you're a fucking loser. That means it has something to do with white people. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm just a loser because I'm a loser. I got to blame white people. Child, go lose somewhere else. But all views matter. Shout out to everybody that is here, including the trolls. Tread lightly because the mods ain't got time for your bullshit. Neither do I. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, subscribe if you are new. That's how stupid you are that you're helping me make money. But shout out to y'all, child. Shout out to y'all, dummies.
Not mine. Now notice what makes all of this so powerful. You don't have to speculate about motive. Why? We have timestamps, you guys, right? There are timestamps. We've got call logs. There are text messages. I mean, the receipts are receipting. You know, you've got the second. There's another devastating fact here.
Damn, all kinds of screenshots, child. Dropped locations of which some of the stuff we've already seen.
Reportedly chose to stay. Yeah, so let's go back to page, I think it's on page 7. These pages right here are very, very important. So y'all bear with me because I've got to have some serious hand-eye coordination since I'm trying to turn the pages for you here. And then my hard copy, I'm trying to turn those pages here. Let me get to page 7. Now on page 7 through 9 is also important because according to the letter, the group began leaving Horn Island around 4:28. That was the departure time. It was confirmed by numerous witnesses who can also confirm that Nolan decided to remain on the island and did not leave with Warren, Jackson, Morgan. Nolan did not, I repeat, Nolan did not retrieve his phone from the boat. He chose to remain behind with a young woman rather.
Because he was thinking about other things, clearly, which is fine. I'm just saying. He was thinking about other things. Again, now y'all want to act like y'all wasn't 17, 18, 19 before and y'all wasn't interested in no ass. Y'all just didn't like girls. I mean, if you was ABCD, just say you ABCD. It's okay. We understand. We know there's a lot of ABCDs around here. Not here, but around here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just want to create something because you're listening to people who want to lead your ass because it's slowly but surely turning political, as we already knew. And y'all want to win against white people so bad. And you want to blame people that don't follow along with your dumbass narrative that makes no sense with actual facts. I guess they can't trust April either, which is why I didn't go to BCP. I said, or Tatum. Well, I wasn't going to go to Tatum anyway. But this is why I said, let's go to April. See if you want to listen to someone else with some sense that happens to be black. But I'm sure she's not on code either, child. Shout out to April. Shout out to Crisscross with some more poop. I appreciate you, boo.
Then return with the group. What do you look at that? Free agency, just a grown man making decisions for himself. Unlike last night when I told y'all Jamal Bryant tried to.
Oh, y'all, I'm not going to be coming to the picnic. The difference between you and me is that, bitch, I can have my own picnic. I don't need nobody for shit. So go troll somewhere else because that shit don't make no bit of difference to me. You're the one that needs validation, not me. You're the one that's in love with white people, not me. Child, clearly you missed the beginning of this damn show because you're so busy, again, listening to the race hustlers. Keep following Al, child. Keep following Ben Crump. Follow them. Over the line, child. Over a cliff, bitch.
Frame it as if they was responsible for him. I guess, I don't know, was they supposed to put a leash on the boy and say, boy, it's time for you to go. You got to get. We're leaving. You're leaving.
Gotta go.
The way Jamal Bryant framed it, you would think that's how this was supposed to go. But there's also an unexpected fact here that gives the return trip a very specific timeline. So you've got one boat, right? I wish I could zoom this in, y'all, but I can't. But there was one boat that was reportedly taking on water because of a defective bilge pump. Now, I'm from the Bronx. Okay, I'm from New York City. I don't know anything about boats. I'm not an aquatics person outside of loving the beach. That's the extent of what I know about boats. However, I am assuming, based on being so adjacent to this case, that this pump is responsible for making sure that water doesn't come in the boat and pumps it out. And if it's defective, I'm assuming that means the water's going to come in. Look at that. How so smart. Look at that. Now, the letter contains pictures, okay? Let's show you guys some pictures. We've got some photographs here. And it also shows you pictures of the sea tow call record at approximately 4:48 p.m. So that means we've got receipts.
A lot of different views of this boat. Now, we've only seen basically the one with the video, which this could be a still. I don't know if you can see the mouse, the one on the top left. So it could be a still from the video, but it looks like they got quite a few other pictures that we haven't seen before.
No one is hiding anything. No one is withholding information. And the idea that no one came forward is simply not true. Now, the return trip took roughly 1.5 hours. So this is not me merely telling a story. Attorney Tyler Cox appears to be building corroboration. What is my point? My point is that this does not tell us what ultimately happened to Nolan.
No, it absolutely doesn't. So that's why the trolls are trolling. Just like when they asked Al, once you find out what happened, are you going to accept it? Of course not, because it's Mississippi. It's down in the deep South, and all these people, all these thousands of people are all covering for each other, just like all the people over there with Carmelo Anthony. So now that we've heard what happened or what the text messages was in the past for Austin and Carmelo, both of them are thugs. Both of them got issues and had problems. But as we saw with Caricature and the parents, they just ignored what their son was up to. And it's just like, look what that white boy was doing. Look what that white boy was doing. Child, look at what that black boy was doing. Ignore all that. Tadisha, are you here? I'm not on code, child. Fuck y'all's code, okay? Not on code, child. Because even with the information and the proof in your fucking face, you're still supposed to go along with the blacks because they've been known to be right about so many things.
The Wells and Wansley family, they want answers to that question, and so do so many of us out here. So we still don't know, and we want to know. But the problem is, this challenges the insinuation that Nolan simply disappeared while under the exclusive control or company of these three young men. You cannot demand that everybody follow the evidence while you're out here simultaneously refusing to follow the evidence when it walks away from your preferred racial narrative. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, April. When you don't like what you see with evidence, it's a no. Only when you like it, it's a yes. That's just not how it works, y'all. That's just not how it works.
These are the people who said, we're not trying to make it about race, but they are the ones that keep racializing this entire situation. And
well, technically, I guess the Wamsleys don't want to make it about race. It's the other ones that want to make it about race, which I got to go see what Michi has been saying lately, because that's her problem. And a couple other people that I've seen, that the Wamsleys will not say that this is racism. I mean, how can they? They was having a great life down there in the MISS. They was having a great life, making great money, doing big things, child. But now all of a sudden, child, it's all this racism. All this racism.
I really have, there's another part of this letter that I want to emphasize. And I want to draw it to your attention. Let's hop on over to page.
Y'all, I now sound like a house ninja. Well, I'll be damned. No, I just sound like a black biatch that's got some sense, knows how to treat her kids and knows how to be fair. And I'm not on no fucking code with a bunch of motherfuckers that are delusional, following behind Ben Crump and Al Sharpton.
Page 14, you guys. Look at this.
And Caricature and Frigidaire.
Oh, gosh, this brings tears to my eyes. You would think I grew up with these boys and
I know damn well that's not another picture. This got to be AI. Not another picture with, this is a new picture, y'all, with Nolan and them white boys, which I can't see who they are, but child, they all look the same to me, child. White people, calm down. Y'all all look the same. And somebody had to superimpose this. This got to be AI, child. This got to be AI.
Knew them. This is a picture of all of them together. And in this letter, the attorneys state specifically, and they say,
stand on what? What is there to stand on? I don't give a damn what you think. I don't even know you, nigga. What the fuck would I care? I don't even know you. You're the one here. You're the one that's here. Child, you don't like facts. You're the one that's delusional. I don't care what you call me. That don't change shit for me. We good over here, nigga.
This is something that didn't get highlighted. You've never heard Christine or her husband acknowledge this at all.
What?
But on page 14, they specifically state that, quote, without the assistance of Warren, Jax, and Morgan, the investigation into Nolan's whereabouts would not have started.
Of course not, because what bitch asses don't want to admit is that the mama didn't know where her son was. She didn't know how long he was going to be gone. She didn't know anything, because if the white boy didn't call her and tell her, she wouldn't have known, because the last time she saw him was July the 3rd night. Now, is that weird? No, he's 18, I believe, or he was 18 or 19 or whatever. He can go stay wherever he wants to. But instead of listening to the facts, y'all want to act like everybody's innocent around here. I don't give a damn to this Mississippi. What you don't know, nigga, is that I was in Mississippi on July the 4th. Bitch. Y'all swear you know so much and don't know shit. Just sit there and listen and shut the fuck up. How about that? But we know black people can't do that. That's why you got the daggone streamer now who about to be a millionaire and his mama looking like the ass that she is. When he become a millionaire, she's still going to be pouring on assistance. And we here for it. But anyway, so we're not going to sit here and listen to what April is saying, which is absolute truth, as with the text messages and what was written in the text messages there from the mama and from Warren, letting her know, we ain't heard from your kid, child. You heard from your kid? No, I ain't seen him since July the 3rd. They working on July the 5th, and she ain't seen the kid? All right. Again, he's an adult. He's 18 or 19. He can be wherever he want to be. But it sounds like he was staying with them white boys who were not his friends, regardless of all these pictures that you see.
As soon as it did. And
because again, we know that, when you was younger, all your parents knew everybody that you was with. Even though as much as these kids hang out with each other with all these pictures, there's no way she didn't know who these people were. I don't care what she said.
We would all be further from getting to the truth. That's pretty insightful. Think about it. They could have easily went on with their night, got into bed, didn't think about Nolan, assumed that he was good just because they didn't hear from him. You know how kids are. But that's not what happened.
No, these people want to act like they don't know how kids are. This is like making the excuse for Cassie. Her frontal lobe just wasn't built. No, she was fucking, and then she fucked up. She was hypergamously fucking. Child, I ain't got time for you. Is it Rodney Jerkins? Child, you ain't got enough money. Diddy is here now. He got more money, child. I'm gonna go fuck that nigga. I guess that wasn't true either. It was her frontal lobe. It's not fair. It's not her fault. Oh yeah. Okay. Whatever y'all say, child. Whatever makes y'all feel better.
They then go on to say that these three young men loved Nolan like a brother. And this letter accuses Al Sharpton of smearing them without any factual basis. So these three young men, they're not merely being accused of criminal conduct. According to their attorneys, the very actions they took trying to help find what happened to their friend were transformed into suspicions against them. This is the part that pisses me off the most. Can you imagine losing your friend? Imagine calling his mother, calling the Coast Guard, talking to the police, taking it upon yourself to go back out on the water to look for him. And then you turn on the television and you're watching professional race agitators and Marxist disruptors imply that you've killed him. This is what happens when these ethnic narcissists that I've been telling you about, they high on their own supply, y'all. I'm telling you what I know. I
ain't heard that in a while.
When you get into this race grievance industry, you start feeling yourself, right? And you start believing that you are untouchable. Why? Because you've been pulling the same hustle for so long that you get sloppy. Oh, you get real sloppy. You become overly confident. You stand in front of microphones. You stand in front of cameras and you say the most racist, hateful, and unsubstantiated claims. The more provocative, the better. And then you say stupid stuff like, I want them to sue me. Well, you wish.
He said that? Did he say that? Yes, I know for a fact because, like I said, I was in Mississippi 4 days up until to July the 4th, and there are definitely a lot of casinos in Biloxi because I was corrected on how to enunciate the word Biloxi because I was saying Biloxi, and they was looking at me like I was crazy. It's pronounced Biloxi. I said, okay. Shout out to Biloxi, Mississippi, and CLC said, as much as black people complain about Mississippi, they sure don't leave that raggedy MFer. I said when I was there, because I was in Gulfport, but I was going to Biloxi. And I said, I could never live here. Not even because of the racism, because it's slower than where I live at now. I live in the suburbs. So it's slower. What the hell I want to move here for? Now, listen, they do have some decent food down there. I ain't gonna lie. However, live there? Hell no. Hell no, y'all got that. I will eventually get to Louisiana and visit New Orleans, but to move there, no. I got to stay East Coast all the way. No way, no how.
Your wish is their command, Reverend Al Sharpton. Since you want to talk about depositions, let's have some depositions, right? See your little NAACP rallies, right? With all of those middle-aged baby boomer black folks sitting in the audience who are just stuck in.
She called the baby boomers middle age. I thought we was middle age. No, excuse me. The millennials are now middle age, aren't they? I'm old. The millennials are now middle age, right? Because they about in their 30s. That's about middle age, y'all. That's about middle age. Shout out to Michael. Thank you for another Timbu. He said, black folks who say no good women to see on screen are full of ish because of you, April, Mika, all of y'all married too. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Appreciate your support. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for your support. That's actually very nice to say. But that's not accepted in the community, boo. That's not accepted. Being married is not on code. I mean, being married to a white person by a black person, that seems to be the code. Ain't that crazy? Can't stand white people, but all these people who are married to white people, they don't have a problem with. Shout out to Cam Cam. Shout out to Don Lemon. But I'm the problem. Child. Cold as fuck the fuck up. She is creative, says 35 is, yeah, that's what I thought it was, like right in the 30s. I'm old.
The sunken place, still holding on to their master's dirty drawers, sniffing them like this, what do you call those little dryer sheets? The downy dryer sheets. That's what they're doing. You get to stand there in front of them and spew out all of your racist rhetoric. You can do all the TV interviews and they'll allow you to spew all kinds of insinuations, and you can push all of those brain dead slogans that you come up with. But here's what's different this time. Since you said you want them to sue you, okay, fine, we'll go there. Here's what happens in discovery, though. In discovery, that requires documents. You can't pontificate in discovery. A deposition is going to require you to provide some answers. Not your feelings, not, well, I was just, no. You don't get that there. So Al Sharptongue, he's got some homework to do.
She calling him Al Sharptongue.
Right? So when you get to page 18 of this intent to sue for defamation, in contemplation of litigation, this is to Al, it says, you are further instructed to preserve all documents. This is the homework. This is the homework he has to do. He's got to preserve all documents, electronically stored information, and tangible materials relating in any way to Warren, Jax, Morgan, the underlying incident, or your publications concerning them. He's got some preservation of his own to do. It's an obligation. And it includes, without limitation, drafts of publications, deleted or edited posts, photographs and videos, raw or unedited recordings, emails, text messages, direct messages, WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, or other similar communications, communications with sources, communications with other publications or journalists, editorial communications, research materials, notes, screenshots, social media.
So everything. Don't throw nothing away.
Analytics, website traffic, information, advertising, or monetization records, metadata. Dang, he got how you hold on to that? I don't even know how you access the metadata. I don't know. I need to look into that. Communication.
Go into the damn phone company. What is his name? Zuckerberg can get it. Ain't he always on trial for something? How come the parents aren't responsible for what they allow their kids to do? Zuckerberg got to be your kids is in charge of your kids. Thank you. Our problems, boo. I appreciate you, hon. That's very kind of you. Yeah, y'all old too. Damn, Pop Light said, to be fair, some in their 30s look middle-aged. Lord help your people. Shout out to Generation X. I cannot.
Discussing whether the allegations were true, communications concerning any correction or retraction, documents concerning information received after the initial publication, and all records reflecting publication, replication, editing, deletion, reach, impressions, engagement, or distribution of the challenged statements. It says you should take immediate.
Al better have his secretary on the hunt.
Immediate steps to suspend any automatic deletion policies that could result in the destruction of potentially relevant evidence. Oh Lord. Flag on the plate. Y'all, there's a time limit on this. He can't get to this when they feel like it, like they did with the phone. Like we was getting to it.
Yeah, not like the phone.
This says if we do not hear from you or your attorney within 10 days of the date you are served with this letter, we will assume that you're not interested in resolving this matter without litigation and will proceed accordingly. That's page 18. Page 19.
We to the end. Now she has what do we call it way back in the day? Cliff noted this 19 pager. Thank God she cliff noted it, but that's the good stuff. Child, you got a deadline. You know how many times I got to hear in a day about a deadline and what's the deadline and what's the projected date? All day. See, that's not what they try and do over there when you hear somebody who's saying the truth and all that type of shit. You think they would do shit like that as lawyers? Shout out to Dennis Sperling, one of the only lawyers that I would be listening to, especially over caricature. Okay. You need firm dates or people will take forever, which is why they're like, yeah, we gonna meet together and get the phone together. And ain't shit been done in 20 damn days. But that's okay because of the white people. You mean the Asian black lady that identifies phenotypically as black? Hey, Boo Bears. That lady? All right, whatever. Shout out to Spaces in the building. She said, Al Sharptongue. Thank you. I did not realize that's what she was saying. Shout out to you and shout out to April. Shout out to Chris Cross with the Silver Star Jules. I appreciate you. Come on, girl.
Let me tell y'all something about Tyler Cox. Tyler petty. Oh, he petty and he's savage, but I like it. I likes it. He says, and so Al, in conclusion, y'all didn't even read. We're going to get to the petty. We're going to get to the petty. I just want to give y'all a broad overview of what this letter was about. But it says, in conclusion, you asked for it, and now you got it. Like, it literally says that. Be careful what you wish for. Your days of rolling into peaceful towns like Ocean Springs with false accusations of racism for political gain and photo opportunities are over. Dang, I need a mic drop. I need a mic drop.
They ain't playing no games. They ain't playing no games. Who's Al's lawyer? Who knows? Is Ben Al's lawyer, or does Al have? Let's see if Al uses Ben as his lawyer for this. Woo!
The good folks of the Mississippi Gulf Coast do not want you to give us a sanctimonious and unwarranted history lesson. I know that's right. The good folks of the Mississippi Gulf Coast do not want you insinuating that we are backward racists and roaches. Oh, he said, now see, I didn't know he said that, because I would have been checked him for that one. The good folks of the Mississippi Gulf Coast do not want you trashing our brave and dedicated men and women in law enforcement. And most importantly, the good folks of the Mississippi Gulf Coast do not want you or your divisive lies. Al Sharpton, should you not apologize, retract, and delete your defamatory statements within 10 days of the date you are served with this letter, litigation will become necessary. We look forward to your most sincere apology. That's the grace of God chasing down this evil, wicked man. Because listen, I don't know if I would have. This is a very gracious request. Okay. As a believer, I have to ask God to guard my heart against wanting to be vindictive because of the things this man has done. Me thinking about not just this situation, but all the other acts of where he's just misrepresented, drugged this country down into the muck and the mire, down a fake race hoax when he knew.
Shout out to Tawana Brawley. Y'all already know. Honestly, I figured that they would have did this to Crump first, because I feel like Crump started it. Al has jumped on it, as we can see, and then he jumped on Ruiz and probably a lot of the other ones too. But people seem to maybe have forgotten, but it's like, you've gotten away with this bullshit for a long time. So everybody wants to sit here and act like this is the thing specifically with this. Al has been doing this shit forever, which is where we get that damn, oh no, you're a racist from the dude for Young Turks that I have the drop for, because he explained it, because he has been following and friends with on and off, or maybe it's frenemies with Al all these years. It is the same damn thing. It is the same thing. And here's the thing. If everything is racist and racism and everybody knows what it is, well, why can't anything, how come there are no solutions, right? Because you can go to any state and see that there's racism. We know that racism is a thing. You can't just blame everything on racism. So now that some facts are actually coming out, y'all still want to be on this. It's still racism. It's still white people. Y'all ain't quitting in none of them white jobs yet, though, Bueller. Y'all ain't quitting in none of them white jobs yet, Bueller. Y'all ain't left them jobs. Y'all ain't get up off of this tube. Y'all ain't up off of that talk. Y'all ain't up off of that Facebook. All the things. When is that going to happen? Child, Larry told y'all to go to Africa. When y'all leaving? Very nice to have the protection of the military that allows you to have your free speech, because a lot of these other places, you can't have near none of that. You can't have near none of that. So in 3026, y'all still gonna be saying the same thing while listening to rich people, a lot of tethers, mind you, tell you that you got to be worried about racism while they continue to get rich and richer, and y'all still gonna listen to them. Child, NAACP told y'all not to go to Florida. Not me, child. You ain't never gonna keep me out of Florida. You ain't never gonna keep me out of Florida. They told y'all not to go to Florida because of the racism. Y'all still going to Florida, and it looked like they trying to get their first black governor. I'm assuming Byron is the first black Republican nominee for governor, right? Child, what if that happens? Child, them racists put that damn man as the Republican nominee. Damn them racists. Y'all did say that racism was over, though, when Obama got elected. Y'all gonna act like you didn't say that. I know y'all said that. I'm like, child, what? Y'all crazy. Y'all just pick and choose. Stand on shit. Standing on shit. Dante, thank you for the mic drop. Jules, I appreciate you, boo. our problems. Thank you so much for the floating heart, hun. Shout out to Locked and Loaded. Thank you for the flower jewels, boo. Shout out to all of y'all. She about to go into the long of it, and I don't have time, child. It's already been 2 hours, but shout out to April Chapman. Untouchable or unshakable. Shout out to her. I appreciate her view. All right, we need to 2:10. Oh, it's just over 2 hours. We got time, child. Speaking of your first black president, let's take a look at your first black president, y'all. Remember when Bill Clinton was elected? Y'all said that's the first black president. I don't know if it's y'all, but enough of y'all black said this was your first black president. Remember when y'all said the crime bill? How could we deal with the crime bill? Look what Joe Biden did as far as the crime bill is concerned.
The total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Anyway, shout out to Joe Biden. Now, it's not just Joe Biden. From my research and trying to figure out what happened way back when, it seems like there really was a time where crime was not down. Okay? And they needed to do something about the crime. And from my understanding, the blacks wanted something done. Child, they won't tell you none of that, right? Shout out to Chris in the building. I appreciate you, hon. He said, when I go to Peru, they discriminate against the black people there. They only see me as American there. There's a different privilege everywhere. Shout out to Peru. One of my friends will be moving to Peru, and I'm going to go visit. So I'll see what's going on once I get there. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Let's hear it. All right. So this is actually a black guy here on the tube. He's got 16,000. The Air Report. I don't know if y'all heard of him. It says the 1994 crime bill was worse than you think. Now, I'm going to go through this, and of course, I'm going to speed it up. I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing because, child, y'all know I be getting hungry. All right. Plus, I got shit I still need to do. I did make it to Dollar General already. Made it to the gym. Made it to Dollar General. What else did I do? Made it to the drugstore, but I still got other shit I got to do. Shout out to y'all on this Saturday. Shout out to D with the 5. Thank you, boo. Comedians start calling Clinton the first black president, and everyone else followed suit. After he went on Arsenio, if I'm not mistaken, and played the trombone or something, child. Whatever he was playing musically, they was like, yeah. Thank you, boo.
When this bill is law, we will have 100,000 police officers on the street, a 20% increase. It will be used to build prisons to keep 100,000 violent criminals off the street. We will have the means by which we can say punishment will be more certain.
When that's incentivized, the question is no longer whether someone committed a crime. It's not about that now, because we've seen that people framed all the time, because these are the same people who are responsible for determining what a crime is. Peace, y'all. Today's episode deals with the 1994 crime bill and some of the sort of dark hidden histories related to the devastation that the 1994 crime bill.
How come I only see a bunch of black people?
Caused. In my humble opinion, it doesn't get talked about enough. So I'll start off with a question. What happens when incarceration becomes an industry instead of a last resort? And specifically, I'm talking about a scandal, a judicial, legal, law-based scandal that became known as Kids for Cash as a result of the crime bill, which led to punishment becoming a for-profit industry. How many of us know about this scandal?
I did Kids for Cash. I ain't never heard of that. What in the world? Not the bagpipe. Goodbye, y'all. Y'all ain't shit. Shout out to the chat, though. Bill Clinton was up there playing the bagpipes in the tuba. Y'all ain't shit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Nick Taylor. He said, Michon got to go fold. Oh, don't remind me. I do have clothes to fold. I got a lot of clothes folded, but there are more that need to be done. And I got to wash clothes. I couldn't find a bra this morning for the gym. I'm like, damn, I got to wash some damn clothes. So that's a part of what I need to do today, too.
Most Americans, I assume, have heard about the crime bill, the 1994 crime bill. For those of you who are less familiar with it, I encourage you to read The New Jim Crow by legal scholar and lawyer Michelle Alexander.
The New Jim
The book has won, multiple awards. It, sent shockwaves through the U.S. for a long period of time, maybe a decade or so, and it still resonates. And I think it's like a must read. It's like, it should be part of it should be part of like, it should be something that every American knows, but too many of us don't. So anyway, if you're interested more in learning more about the 1994 crime bill, read that book. There's a whole lot of other literature. But for those who are less familiar with the crime bill, I will provide a brief overview of some really important points. So the crime bill was legislated in 1994. The bill was written by then Senator Joe Biden, and it was signed into law under then President Bill Clinton.
Shut up. Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure.
We see the stories every night.
What y'all? Ain't that what we going through right now? All these team takeovers and shit. What's up with that? How come ain't nobody trying to come up with another crime bill? Child, ask Joe Biden. He got the tips on it, child. Ask Bill. He got the tips on it. Mika up in here. Hey, boo. She said stopping by to show support and making sure my purse isn't flat on my way to the bank. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the flat purse. If you know, you know. Shout out to you, boo. I see you. I appreciate you. Just ask Joe Biden. Just ask him what we need to do. Oh, my bad. He said crime is down, though.
Stories of a violent generation of children committing unthinkable acts of brutality, even murder.
The head cheerleader was then President Bill Clinton's wife, Hillary Clinton. She used the language of a Princeton University criminologist, or he studied criminology, but he coined the term super predator. And
oh, yeah, I remember the term super predator. So Hillary is a problem too? Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Hillary is a problem too? I told y'all, if Hillary didn't become president, you ain't gonna see no woman become president, y'all. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is what it is. Hold on one second. All right, let me play this while I'm waiting.
He used the term to define young black men across the United States. And as a result of this definition, he theorized that if something didn't...
So y'all were termed, shout out to the Sassy Straights, the black ones, y'all was coined super predators? Wow. And Hillary said, yeah, damn them super predators. Wow. Child. Some trying times back then, y'all. Some trying times.
Happen to bottle or to contain these young black men across America, they would ruin the country in essence. And so something needed to be done about this crime-ridden youth across America, and black American boys were the focus of this target. They were the target. They were public enemy number one.
Aren't y'all still public enemy number one, Bueller? Are y'all not still public enemy number one? So this is my question though, given what that man just said. So your fave, Rolly Roll didn't know all this? So Rolly Roll didn't know all this?
All right. That is it for us. I do gotta ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there.
Yeah.
Karen, the black folks on your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how you do it?
Oh, I can show you how to do it. You're going to pick up some votes, trust me.
Now, he's supposed to be the politician for the blacks. But he was certainly bootlicking, like y'all like to call me, for Hillary. Miss Hot Sauce in her bag. Y'all let that shit slide. Y'all let a lot of shit slide, I tell you. Then you want to talk about other people when you never look in the mirror about your own shit.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And that was most recent.
Well, but I gotta see it in order to know it.
You need some music. I don't really need the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who can show me? Come on, don't be shy.
Coonin.
I told y'all Black Network we do a little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
You want to put my iPod on? I got music.
Maybe.
Yeah, plug this up right now. Y'all know I put it on now. Secretary Clinton, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much. Claflin, thanks you as well. Round of applause, please. Democratic presidential candidate.
Thank you, Roland.
Secretary Hillary Clinton. That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ass Scott fool you.
No, he's so fucking cool. That's y'all's man, huh? All right, y'all keep listening to that nigga. I'm a bootlicker. Well, what the fuck is that nigga?
So this professor later recanted. He later changed his mind about this super predator theory. He later changed his mind, but it was after it had been.
I was gonna say the damage was done. My bad, y'all. After all the destruction to the community, child, my bad.
Taken up after the mantle had been passed on to Hillary Clinton, and after she had championed for the incarceration and the locking up and the demonizing of young black boys and black men across the country, using her large platform, using her husband power as the president of the United States,
and Broly probably knows all this, and he still wanted y'all to vote so badly for Hillary. That nigga's supposed to care about you blacks. What's going on? Pro-blackity black that knows everything about politics. But then again, child, y'all listen to caricature.
Using their network through folks like Senator Joe Biden, using the most powerful levers in the United States to champion this idea. This ain't history from 200 years ago. This is the last 20 years. The ripple effects are still relevant right now to this day. Right? So this is, in a nutshell, these are three very important points.
Well, no, it sounds like the blacks, the elder prisoners, let me not say blacks, but the elder prisoners are aging out, as they said. Remember when Sean Gaithwaite, child, is he okay? Didn't he get STABB'd? Remember when the four boys that had to do whatever they deleted Julio Fulio, and they were saying, no, we don't want to die. We want to just go to prison forever. And then the white ex-warden said, yeah, we need some more, what is it called? Sweat equity in the prisons because the elder ones are aging out and we need somebody to do that work. It's a racist. It's a racist. Is it racist? Somebody got to make them. Do prisons still make license plates, y'all? That used to be a thing when I was younger. Is that real? Where people went to jail and allegedly made license plates? Shout out to Nikki Kova. Thank you so much for the hiding jewels. I see you. I appreciate you. Come on, chat.
Related to what the crime bill were and four of the most important people that led to its packaging. Senator Joe Biden wrote the law. President Bill Clinton signed it into law. Hillary Clinton championed it.
All these Democrats that love you coloreds, child, she love the blacks. They love the blacks.
And it was the work of a Princeton University, an Ivy League school, by the way, a Princeton University professor who coined the term super predator under the guise or with the hopes of containing and locking up young black boys and men. So for those of you who know all of this, thanks for bearing with me. And for those who are dumbfounded by this information, there's a whole lot of other research and more up-to-date research on these topics that's very accessible. All right. So for those who know, and I think there are far fewer of us who know about one of the most shocking judicial corruption scandals in American history.
What?
One of the most shocking legal corruption scandals in U.S. history. And if you know anything about U.S. history and corruption within our judicial system, you know that's saying a lot. So hold on. There are two Pennsylvania judges. The genesis for this scandal that I'm speaking about, as it relates to the crime bill. Two Pennsylvania judges accepted millions of dollars in kickbacks for sending children to privately run juvenile detention centers.
Oh, not the kids, y'all. Not the kids.
Right? So what that means is the crime bill triggered a wave of privately run prisons in and across the United States.
Child, somebody was getting paid.
Because the crime bill kicked off, such a what we now call mass incarceration, and because the jails ballooned and became overpopulated, so much so that it created a new market. And that
they had to build some more.
New market was filled by private investors and private prison owners.
So did any of y'all get in on that? If you was old enough, get in on that.
And as a result of that, two Pennsylvania judges were arrested and convicted for accepting kickbacks to fill juvenile detention centers with young children, mostly many black males, black boys who were overcharged. Right.
Of course, it's always that way because blacks are always disproportionately affected ever since back then. But instead of doing something about it, and I'm just talking in general right now because everybody wants to keep saying disproportionately affected. Instead of doing something about it, just keep saying disproportionately affected, just saying disproportionately affected because that's going to change something, right? Let's make sure that we put the people who did this back in office so that they could do some more shit. Oh, yeah, they'll just pacify you and say, DEI, child, DEI. And then those people get something. These people get nothing. They're fired. Y'all still get nothing. Wash, rinse, repeat. Shout out to the poors and the fake poors. Shout out to y'all.
Some who had committed minor offenses. Many of them had no lawyers. Many of them had no other hit records or anything like that. And this affected thousands of children. Thousands of children were thrown into these juvenile detention centers just so that these two judges could make millions of dollars from privately run prisons. How many of us know about this?
Vaguely.
Why do we know about this? Yeah. The reason why I decided to do this episode is because, I heard about this story long ago. I currently live and work in Pennsylvania, right? And as a result, I was, in my classroom, I was teaching, and I was doing some work with some educators from Pennsylvania, and I just sort of thought about this story that I remembered from over a decade ago, and so I asked the class, who are all educators, right? Principals, vice principals, etc., teachers, and no one in my class knew about this story. I'm in Pennsylvania. Nobody knew about this story. So because they're smart and they're researchers, they went and they started Googling real quick, and they were like dumbfounded at what they found. And they were like pissed because they didn't know about this story. So that's really what made me say, let me bring this to a larger audience. Okay. So that's where the thought for this episode came from. What's even more remarkable than everything that I just said is the fact that one of the judges later received a pardon. And guess by who?
From
a federal clemency, which is a pardon. But guess who?
Federal clemency, a pardon. I wonder who they got it from. I wonder who.
Pardon this federal judge. Take a guess.
Any guesses? It's either Joe Biden or Clinton. It's either Joe Biden or Clinton, or maybe Obama. I'm going to go with Joe Biden. The one that they love and want to prop up so much, and that they need to get up there because he love the blacks. Because he love the blacks. All right. Obama. Woo, Joe. All right.
Well, I think I would assume that many people would think, President Trump, because there's been a lot of talk over the
not Trump, damn.
last few years of the various people who he's pardoned, right? I mean, he's been pardoning folks left and right, like never before that I can remember. It seems like, at least that's how the media, portrays it. But it wasn't President Trump. It was President Biden. It was President Joe Biden.
Oh no, not him again. Not Joe Biden again.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Can't believe it. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Shout out to Michael. He said Hillary and Biden had Uncle Ruckus on speed dial. Now the question is, who's Uncle Ruckus? There's so many people. But it's me. Child, I know I'm the problem, child. I'm not on code, but Rolly's on code, and he's sitting up here trying to make sure he get Hillary in, and he's supposed to be the epitome of all politics and knows all politics, leading y'all over a cliff, and y'all following. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying.
If you remember, right before President Joe Biden left office, he signed a bunch of clemency on the way out. Like a whole bunch of folks were pardoned on his way out the door. And one of these two judges, who had been taking kickbacks from private run prisons.
Lest we not forget that Joe Biden also forgave Hunter, that crackhead. When the View was like, he's not going to do that. His son should be held accountable. Then he goes and does it. Well, I understand. It's his son. That shows and proves that these MFers don't give a damn. Okay, I was thinking it. You said it. But that's why I can't listen to these trolls that come in here about Nolan, because they're just as unreasonable as those dumb bitches.
Was one of the people that President Joe Biden pardoned. So the judge received federal clemency, meaning that his sentence was commuted. So he wasn't given a pardon, meaning that his conviction remained in place, but he was granted clemency and he was released from his bondage, I guess you could say. So there's a AP news story that came out in December of 2024. And then I'm just going to read the first paragraph of this news story. And the news story is written by Michael Rubinkamp, a judge who helped orchestrate one of the worst judicial scandals in U.S. history. A scheme to send children to for-profit jails in exchange for kickbacks was among the 1,500 people whose sentences were commuted by President Joe Biden this week.
Clip that. Wow. So y'all don't think, so all you haters, you don't think Rolly knows about this? They're so smart about politics. Did anybody mention this when Joe Biden was giving up them pardons? Yeah. So they said, and I have heard about this before, not this intricately, but I have heard about this before. So when they were sending all y'all's kids, and not even just the blacks, but of course the blacks were disproportionately affected, nobody gives a damn about the kids. I've already said that many a time. Y'all can forget about all that. Just like y'all can forget about the crime bill and your boy was all into it and they wanted him so badly. They wanted him so badly. It's okay. Because somebody around here trying to act like Democrats give a fuck about anybody but they damn selves. And the person that be in the comments talking about, oh, they both the two of the same coin, meaning Democrats and Republicans. Child, nobody said that they weren't. But you colors follow Democrats like they your fucking savior and you ain't been saved from shit. And the people that you're following know this shit. They're going to know it more than me. They're the fucking political historians rolling at the top of that list. He ain't telling y'all none of this. Why he over here shucking and jiving with Hillary?
Biden's decision to commute the 17-year prison sentence of Michael Conahan angered many in northeastern Pennsylvania, from the governor to the families whose children were victimized by the disgraced former judge. Conahan.
So the point of the matter is that he put more kids in jail because he got money on the kickback side from it. So what if that's what's going on today? But then again, it must not be going on today because, child, nobody want to hold these kids accountable. So I don't know what the play is right now. I personally do believe, let me not act like I don't know. What I think it is that they want the alleged crime is down violence to continue because then they bring in people that are supposed to curb the violence and then people get paid off of the back from that, allegedly. I ain't naming no names. I ain't naming no towns. But if you have the violence and you need, they always say, we need a new program. We need another program. These kids need something to do. So then they bring somebody in to give them something to do. They got to get paid and then they get paid. And the violence don't change, wash, rinse, repeat.
And had already served the vast majority of his sentence, which was handed down in 2011. Quote, I do feel strongly that President Biden got it absolutely wrong and created a lot of pain here in northeastern Pennsylvania. This is coming from Governor Josh Shapiro, a Democrat. I know about the story and I'm still like speechless, like just even presenting it to you and reading the news. Like the fact that this story wasn't at the top of the news cycle.
What?
Speaks volumes. So this is in a nutshell.
Not the lamestream liberal media. You thought they was going to talk about it? Child, come on now.
Some of the dominoes that fell as a result of the crime bill, the private prison industry, the corrupt judicial system, and corrupt individuals who are supposedly supposed to administer justice as judges and who have become corrupted as a result of this. And again, we see who the majority of the victims in this scandal were young black boys and men.
Listen, it's the same shit, different time. Nick says, if you're a team Democrat, you believe in ABs, illegal aliens, legalize DOPE. I guess we can say that, dope, the ABCDs, pedos, welfare. If you are Team Republican, anti all of that, we are not the same. So, they're not trying to hear none of that, right? And even though we can see it in our faces, that's why I'm like, anybody that got a nose ring outside of Ty, but we only listen to him for the Nolan case. But you got orange hair, blue hair, green hair, purple hair, and all this shit all over yourself. And y'all want to promote those people. Y'all want to sit up here. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Sit up here and say that you fight for illegals to stay. Then you don't want to have an ID because having an ID to vote is racist. The new Jim Crow 2.0. Play it in y'all's face. And y'all sit here listening to it, talking about I'm not on code. Child, you ain't even got a code. None of that makes sense. Sitting up here just supporting the most stupidest of the most stupidest shit.
So tonight, I want to ask a larger question.
Okay.
What happens when incarceration becomes an economic incentive?
In
order to answer that question, I will address using 5 parts. Like I will break it down. I will break down a response to this question in 5 parts.
Okay.
By number 1, I will talk a little bit more about the crime bill and the mass incarceration.
Look at that. Look at all them white people ready to go with that crime bill. Let me see. There's Billy here, Al here, Hillary here. I don't know who the rest of these white people are, but they was ready to go. Oh, this is a black man right here. They was ready to go.
Number 2, the mass incarceration that ensued as a result. The scandal.
Damn, this is mass incarcerated starting in going up from 1988. Child, this been going up since 1976. Up. to its height in 2008. 2008. Is that when we had the that's when we had the crash? Was that crash? The housing crash in 2008? Or am I getting my years mixed up? Then it's leveled. Well, it's still up there. So now it's coming down. Looks like a little bit on 2019, 2021, but not back down to this. You know, the height of racism back here, 1960, 1964, 68, 72. Started to rise up between 72 and 76. Up. Back here doing all this racism, child. Woo! Lord help your people. Thank you. And I saw what you sent to me, Uncle Rick. I got to say that for tomorrow. This is a mess. Yeah. When you think Rolly knows about this? Do you think he brings this to the people? Nah. All right.
That became known as Kids for Cash, number 3. And
yo, you remember that program that came out in 2008, Cash for Clunkers? They just always doing the cash for, huh? Cash for Clunkers. Now it's Kids for Cash. There's a theme, y'all. There's a theme.
And number 4, the presidential pardon or Biden's clemency. And 5, the bigger question, what does it mean when a country makes economic incentives for incarceration by privatizing prisons, which is what happened as a result of the crime bill and the super predator, spearheaded by the super predator discourse, championed by some of the largest, most powerful individuals in the country, controlling the most powerful levers of government, president, the presidential level, the senator level, Ivy League institutions, promoting these ideas. Man, part 1. The Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994 expanded prisons. In
1994, I's married now with 1 kid. I was just listening to R&B music, wasn't thinking about the crime bill. What was y'all doing in 94 when Joe Biden was working on the crime bill?
Incentivized for prison construction because the prison system as we knew it leading up to the 1994 crime bill wasn't able to contain the new wave of inmates and prisoners. The prison system became overrun.
I'm not trying to hear that, DJ.
And so it provided incentives for private prison construction. And as a result, you know, if you know anything about American or U.S. economics, private prison industry eventually became something that you could invest in publicly, in the public stock market, right? Yeah. And, you know, this, the crime bill triggered a lot of truth in sentencing grants. So like harsher sentencing, that's when the 3 strikes you're out, sentencing, the harsh sentences, the tougher sentencing, the expansion of police funding, the militarization of police forces across U.S. urban cities, right? All of this was a result of the crime bill. But there's a very important nuance
here.
All
right, Jessica.
The bill was supported by many elected officials from both parties at the time. So obviously this was the result of a Democratic presidency and a Democratic Senate.
The result of a Democratic presidency and a Democratic Senate. All right, y'all. That's enough. All right, that's enough. I'm tired of y'all already. I'm just kidding.
Right. And interestingly enough, many Black leaders as well. The Congressional Black Caucus, their hands are also muddied, dirtied, bloodied as a result of this as well.
Uh-oh. Ain't that him? Which one is that? Clyburn or the other one? I know it's 2 of them. Oh, they was a part of it though. They was chiming in on it.
And at the same time, there were historically high violent crime happening. In fairness, like I can't frame this as something that was happening in a vacuum, right? Like there was an epidemic of violent crime at the time, no question. But
I remember the crime in the 80s. Thank y'all. That's John Lewis. I remember the crime in the 80s was when the mob was off the hook in Philly. They were off the hook. They was blowing up people's cars. They was doing the damn thing. The mob was something in the 80s in Philly. They're quiet now. I think Skinny Joey Merlino is the only one that I can remember right now. I think he might be in jail if he's not out. Let me not speak them up, child. But woo, the mob was something else.
Critics later argued that several provisions contributed to mass incarceration and disproportionately affected Black communities. And these competing perspectives are important context, right? So in other words, it's important to acknowledge that, yes, there was a lot of crime going on. The drug wars across the U.S. was in full bloom. You know, you had the deindustrialization, which I talked about, which left a lot of, you know, Black and urban communities in shambles. There was a lot of economic incentive for people to involve themselves in the drug trade, right? Because, you know, like a significant part of the economies, especially in many of the urban, you know, places, and a lot of the places that were magnets for, you know, the Great Migration, and the industrial zones, you know, had become ghost towns and deserted via deindustrialization. And a lot of the illicit drugs and the illicit drug market filled the vacuum, right? And
so they had to resort to the old selling on the corner, child. Katiana Mommy said Andrew Cuomo was Clinton's HUD secretary who forced banks to give mortgage loans to people who couldn't afford it and illegal aliens. Upon deportation, the homes go into foreclosure. Biden did it too. All that was a mess. All that was a hot ass mess. But because I saw that coming, because I'm in finance, and I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Shout out to those that took advantage of it. But that was a mess, period. Woo, Lord help your people.
And, you know, so all of these things are happening simultaneously. And with that came a lot of really violent crime, right? To be fair. But the issue is the ways in which Black communities were overly disenfranchised and disadvantaged, juxtaposed with other groups who were just as involved in drug use.
Oh yeah, white people, because y'all was down there and getting it. It was being brought to the white people though. You remember, like in some movies, but like in real life, when the white people was getting caught, first of all, they look crazy being in like Baltimore. I'm just using that for example. In the hood of Baltimore, the hood of Philly, the hood or whatever the hood was, white people coming up there in their cars dressed up. Like, y'all really wanted this that bad? So then people used to deliver to them too. And child, some of the people that they were sending over there to deliver to them, child, white people was wilding too. Let's not act like they wasn't. They like the coca, allegedly.
Use, drug selling, etc. The biggest losers and the biggest folk in the communities who were most affected were, without question, those in the Black American communities.
Always,
right?
always.
So, part two, that's part one. Part two is mass incarceration. And I mentioned the explosion of the prison population and the disproportionate impact on Black American communities, the disruption of families, the incarceration, the splitting up families through overcharges. I mean, so many people in our communities were going in and out of prison. It became normal, right? Like young kids, 15 years old, 16 years old, 18, 19, 20.
Maybe that's why they celebrate now still. Oh, look who's back.
I seen it. I lived through it. I saw it, and it became almost normal. Like large chunks of our communities would just disappear from the streets. And it was almost just understood that so-and-so was locked up, was doing a bid. And if you didn't see so-and-so for a couple of years, for whatever reasons, he or she could have moved to another city or another state. And then they, reappear. And the assumption was automatically, oh, damn, when'd you get out? You must've did a bid. So-and-so did a bid. I seen him, whether they did or not, but that was the sort of knee-jerk reaction. So you had this disruption within Black families. You had these economic consequences as a result of taking family members out of communities and taking family members out of the homes. And then, the ripple of the political consequences that came as a result of mass incarceration. So, and all of this led to, the institutional decline, right? The decline of our institutions, Black institutions. It led to decline in Black organization and Black community in a way that I don't think is really talked about enough, right? Part three, the kids for cash. This is far more than just corruption. This is the erosion of society. This is core element.
Aren't they offering cash for something right now, y'all? I feel like it's at the tip of my brain. Aren't they offering cash for something right now? I know you said that they were offering money to take the vax, cash for clunkers. Isn't there something right now? It's always very easy to just be like, child, we give you $50. It's on the tip of my tongue. Maybe I'm thinking of this old stuff now.
Erosion. When you have a legal system, and albeit, I'll give you that. I'll give you. This is a case. We don't have a widespread scandal per se. Like this didn't happen across multiple states that we know of.
Goodbye.
It's just one state, one county that got busted. But we don't know if in fact it was something that was widespread. We don't know. I personally wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. But the fact that this happened, the connection between the judges responsible for upholding justice. And when you look at when you look at this and you follow the path, when you follow it back to the Ivy League professor and his research as an Ivy League professor.
Yeah, the weapon thing for cash is a thing too. I forgot about that. And it's like, so y'all just taking your illegals and illegal weapons and getting some money for them, knowing damn well they got 55 more over here. Child, I'm telling you, this giving money for stuff is a thing over and over and over again.
Teaching Ivy League students.
That's what it is. Somebody is offering in the schools. We just read it. Oh, attendance. I forget if it was Texas. We just read it. If you come to school 5 days a week, they're giving out money. Cash for attendance. Cash for attendance. Remember, I feel like I forget where it was, but they're like, Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. If you come to school 5 days a week, we're going to give you some money. And there's people sitting around talking about, yes, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with y'all? Detroit, thank you, big boy. It's in Detroit. Oh, you there? Yes, oh my God. What? So wash, rinse, repeat. Nobody's learning a lesson. Just keep doing the same shit over and over again, thinking that it's going to be for who's good and who's going to be disproportionately affected as always.
That Black children are predisposed to criminal and violent behavior. And as such, they need to be contained and label them super predators. Completely decontextualizing all of U.S. history as it relates to how Black communities, Black children, Black students, how and why they find themselves in the conditions and in the environments that they find themselves in.
And being led by the same people that they follow over and 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 over, but they love the Blacks. They love the Blacks. If I'm hearing this and it's reminding me of some of the things, I don't know it well. You think that the political people don't know? They not seemingly telling y'all that. They just saying, child, racism, and y'all follow along. Nothing ever changes. Y'all just want to blame it on white people. I love this for y'all. Not y'all. Well, not most of y'all. Interesting. Child, how you gonna tell me I'm misinformed? You can't even use the right variation of your child. If y'all
Not at all taking into consideration that despite those environments, the overwhelming indications or stories of successful navigation and successful cases of young Black boys who were able to navigate an environment and to lead productive lives, not accounting for any of that. So you see the decadence of a nation on full display. Part 4, Biden's clemency. President Biden commuted Michael Conahan's sentence.
Yeah.
As part of a larger clemency initiative of over 1,500 people, based on an eligibility criteria that the president knows. I don't know what that criteria was. All I know is what I know and what I'm presenting to you. But this judge's conviction was not erased, all right? And the decision generated significant criticism from victims, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we know white people was in there. I don't know if you was here, child. The white people was in places they had no business doing, looking straight out of place. And then stuff was sent to them. I'm sorry, people took the stuff to them. A lot of Wall Street people in the NYC. I'm not saying that it wasn't going on anywhere else, but definitely a lot of the Wall Street people, they needed it to stay up. A lot of colleges, they needed it to stay awake and just to be dumbasses. So white people are not absolved. The problem is that Black people are always affected the worst and the most. And for some reason, the community, those that run the community don't want to acknowledge that, but it's always somebody else's fault, even though
Black women are the leaders of this culture. And if we aren't happy and satisfied, it's going down.
This better not be true, Dante. Look for Chicago to adopt cash for attendance. I know you lying. I know you must be joking. Please be joking. I can't do it. I can't do it. This cash for thing just shows, because it's not even like it's some life-changing amount of money that you get for these programs. For the cash for clunkers thing, it may have been $1,000. Is that life-changing? That was supposed to move the auto industry because it was failing because of after the crash of 2008. Uncle Rick said, with how smart I was in school with the tools they have now, I'd be a lawyer, a doctor, or an Indian chief. You can still do it. You can do it. You can do it. Go on, go back. I support it. I support you, boo.
Yeah, officials and others because of the gravity of the.
No shade. This man, this is on 1.5, and he just sounds like he's talking normal. I feel like I could take it up to 2.
Quote, kids for cash scandal. This was a kids for cash scandal. The White House indicated that commutations were based on general criteria rather than an individual review of each case. Whatever the hell that means. This is an article in Politico that talks about that. But you know, I mean, you know, they justified what they did for the White House. It made sense to them. It was ethical to them, which, you know.
Hey, the famous blacks or the important blacks went along with it. So shout out to them.
Which says, you know, which says what it says. Part 5, the bigger question. And this is really sort of the crux of what I want to talk about. What happens when incarceration becomes economically profitable? And we have to be, when we ask that question, it's important to be mindful of the history of enslavement in this country, and 250 years of enslavement. The 250 years of free labor, 250 years of dehumanizing. And in 1994, the actors responsible for the 1994 crime bill and the dominoes that fell as a result of that, given that history, what did we learn as a nation?
Nothing. What y'all think?
What does it mean to have a president like Bill Clinton, who black people adored?
You say it. The first black president. Say it.
And yet he be the one to sign the bill into law.
Oh, no. They don't want to put that together, child. They do not want to put that together.
What does it mean to have Hillary Clinton running for president, who many black people supported, championing?
Of course they did, because Rolly was sitting up there letting y'all know, the person that y'all follow, that you need to go ahead and vote for Hillary.
Right. That is it for us. I do got to ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there.
Yeah.
Karen, the black folks in your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how you do it?
Oh, I can show you how to do it. You gonna pick up some votes, trust me.
But I gotta see it in
hold
order
on,
to
you
know
need
it.
hold on, you need some music. I don't really need the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who could show me? Come on, don't be
All right, you
shy.
show- I told y'all Black Network we do a little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging
Hold on,
out
you want
here.
me to put my iPod on?
Don't leave me hanging out here.
I got music.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Go ahead, plug this up right now. Y'all know I'll put it on now. Secretary Clinton, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much. Claflin, thanks you as well. Round of applause, please. Democratic presidential candidate.
Thank you, Roland.
Secretary Hillary Clinton.
You see the sign in the back? I just noticed it. It says Hillary fighting for us. This is how your lead political person that the blacks be listening to is doing, y'all. You think he didn't know about all this stuff that this black man is talking about? Back there fighting for us. She gonna be shucking and jiving for votes too.
That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ass Scott fool you.
Child. Yeah, keep listening to that nigga, child. Keep listening to him. I cannot. Roland is the king of everything. All right, child. CDT, hey, boo, you still in here? Thank you for the thumbs up, Jules. I appreciate you. Charcoal Boy, thank you for the flower. I think I was gonna reply to your comment. Hold on a second. Let me find it. I think you said it was necessary. It looks like it was, because the blacks supported it. It's interesting how the crime was up. The only crime I remember is, like I said, the mob wilding in the 80s. And I'm not saying that stuff wasn't going on with regard to the crack epidemic and all that stuff. So the blacks came on board to say, yeah, we need to do this. I think y'all said it was Clyburn. It was a couple other people as well. they don't want to mention that part. And I'm not absolving Joe Biden at all. I just find it interesting how all the black people that complain about Joe Biden all them years for the crime bill, but as soon as he was running for president, they could have forgotten all about it and said, yeah, this is the man we need. And Roland, who is the political historian that knows everything about everything, because he says it all the time, right? He ain't explaining all the stuff that this man is talking about. And as he's talking about it, it's all coming back to me. Not all of it, but enough of it. He accurate what the hell it is that he talking about. But they don't want to mention that. And then Rolly can be over there buck dancing with Hillary, but don't nobody boot looking with Hillary, but nobody want to acknowledge none of that. Child, forget all that. Forget Clyburn or whichever one it was, John Lewis, whoever it was, that was over there saying, yeah, we need to do this. We need to do this. And y'all talking about the mass incarceration and the disenfranchisement and all the black men that went to jail, but then turn around talking about, we got to get your Biden in. We got to get your Biden in. Who? What? You talking about the man that was responsible for the destruction of the black family and mass incarceration?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You know that dude?
The total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Hey, that's never going to get old. That's never going to get old. So, yeah, I'm sure that all those blacks, Broly, Clown, Larry Reed now, Ricky Smiley, they love y'all, child. They love you blacks. They love you blacks. Y'all keep listening to those rich people, first generation millionaires, mind you, tell you that you can't do something because of racism. Just like Uncle Rick says, stop choosing the conditions they make for you and go make your own. That's not right. You a white supremacist. That's a white supremacist talking points. No, it's a common sense talking point. Sitting around waiting for the government to help you, knowing damn well the government ain't never really helped you to begin with. Waiting for some black thing to come to your door saying, here you go. Child, please. You can't talk to the ignorant. You can't talk to the ignorant that don't want to listen to nothing and don't want to look into anything or read anything for their own damn selves. Child, keep listening to the blogs, child. Keep listening to Rolly. He loves you to death. Why are you over there buck dancing with Hillary? But you want to sit up here and tell me what the fuck I'm doing? Child, try to tell y'all. It's all about money at the end of the day. While y'all falling into this, oh, it's capitalism is the problem. Capitalism is the problem? Child, you ain't got no money. You the problem. You wait, you think the government, you think socialism is the answer? You think having the government be in charge of your life is the answer? C-19 was not real. It was a space and time. It's over. It's never going to happen again. Y'all think that the government is going to take care of y'all like they did during C-19, which wasn't a taken care of because y'all wasn't reading the fine print. Y'all wasn't reading how the shit was working. Y'all seem to forget the fact where they say you still gonna have to pay this shit. You just don't have to pay it right now. Y'all forget all that. And then we'll sit up, and now with all these PPP loans that are still being found out by people because y'all was just out here lying because you wanted to get some money from the government because for some reason you thought that the government was going to let some free money go. Free money go. Y'all thought they was just going to let that go. Millions and millions of dollars just so that y'all could get BBLs and go on trips and buy houses and cars for 2 years. And now you in jail, bankrupted. I guess that was white supremacy too. Child, please. Reading is fundamental, child. Rachel up in here. Rachel, I appreciate you, boo. She said, messy spitting facts. Black people always want candidates to dance and sing while campaigning, never being serious, and Roland adds to the problem, shaking my head. He been a problem, but that's everybody's savior. It's time for these old niggas to go. It's time for these old niggas to go. I said it, I meant it. But they hanging on. I wonder why they hanging on. There must be a reason. I wonder why. The
idea of the super predator myth that became a myth that the author of the theory later detracted. What does it mean for Black people to support the woman who paraded the idea that young Black men were predestined or predisposed to violent crime and violent criminal behavior and as such need to be contained? What does it mean to have former President Joe Biden make a Black woman his running mate as president?
Pseudo. Maybe she identifies phenotypically. Maybe Cam identifies phenotypically since we know what that is now as a Black woman. She ain't Black. Michael, thank you for another 5, boo. I appreciate you. He said, I tried listening to Willie D. Why? The other day for the time when I was in the military, I couldn't do it because he's been turned. That felon, child, caricature. Oh, the colors love listening to caricature. Caricature, a ghetto boy or a lawyer. Shout out to Dennis Sperlin. You don't listen to a lawyer or a ghetto boy. Child, y'all want to go for the entertainment value and go and listen to caricature as opposed to listening to a lawyer, a black male lawyer, mind you. Not that that matters, but a black lawyer for show. You rather listen to a ghetto boy. Anyway.
Former President Joe Biden make a black woman his running mate as president, despite being...
I'm sorry to keep interrupting it there. Because she's in the, she's an ACA, y'all. Don't forget about the D9s, y'all. She in a black Greek organization, so that allegedly makes her black. Let's not forget about that. Shout out to me for the rhyme.
The author of the crime bill. Should local economies depend on prisons, given this history? Should judges ever have discretion that can be monetized? This isn't simply about 2 corrupt judges in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's not about one crime bill, and it's not about one party. It's not about the Democrats. It's not about the Republicans. It is about what happens when punishment becomes infrastructure. The thing about infrastructure, maintaining infrastructure, is that it can only maintain itself. And it will only maintain itself.
Amazing.
And it has only maintained itself, regardless of the party that was running the show.
All right, I think he about done. I think it's yeah, it's coming to an end. But shout out to this man. Did I subscribe to him? No, the Air Report. The Air Report, HEIR. So shout out to him and all his work that he did over there. Good information. This is what I think Nick sent to me. Joe Biden not ashamed of the 1994 crime bill. Of course not. I guess this is when he was lucid. No offense against Joe Biden. He's sitting around here fighting cancer, right? I don't want to wish any harm on anyone like from that type of perspective. But fuck that nigga, okay? I'm just saying.
Another thing about how perspectives change over time. Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the 94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. And in fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
And by the way, we talk about this mostly in terms of Black Lives Matter. Black lives really do matter. But the problem is institutional racism in America. That's the overarching problem that still exists.
Wait, did he say this? Hold on. Back this thing up.
Another thing about how perspectives change over time. Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the 94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. And in fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
And by the way, we talk about this mostly in terms of Black Lives Matter. Black lives really do matter. But the problem is institutional racism in America. That's the
it's the racism that's the problem in America, Joe Biden said.
Overarching problem that still exists. And we should be talking about it. And you look at it,
Didn't y'all say that he spoke at some racist funeral or something like that? That was his boy, Robert Byrd or something like that?
In terms of Black Lives Matter, Black lives really do matter. But the problem is institutional racism in America. That's the overarching problem that still exists. And we should be talking about it. And you look at it, the legacy of racism in housing, and jobs, and so on. So, but having said that, when you take a look at the crime bill, of the money in the crime bill, the vast majority went to reducing sentences, diverting people.
The mass majority of the money went to reducing sentences. Child, that's not what we just heard. What the fuck?
And so on. So, but having said that, when you take a look at the crime bill, of the money in the crime bill, the vast majority went to reducing sentences, diverting people from going to jail for drug offenses into
diverting people from going to jail, not paying to get them in jail and getting the kickback of the dude that he had pardoned. Not that, y'all.
I came up with the drug courts, providing for boot camps instead of sending people to prison. So
boot camps. It was called a boot camp for the kids. Shout out to the boot camps. Anybody know anybody that came out of the boot camps and did well for their lives, Bueller?
You didn't relearn whatever the bad thing that got you there in the first place. Put 100,000 cops in the street.
Put 100,000 oppressors in the streets. Nice. Shout out to Joe Biden.
Community policing was working. Neighborhoods were not only safer, but they were more harmonious.
The neighborhoods were more harmonious. Well, child, who was here for all that? Who remember all that?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Nice, nice. Shout out to Joe Biden doing the damn thing.
And when the reason why the cops originally opposed my 100,000 cops for this community policing piece is because it's high intensive. It means they got to get out of their cars. So they literally got out of their cars and learned who owned the local drugstore, the local neighborhood bar.
What is he squawking about? Hold on.
Whatever the bad thing that got you there in the first place, put 100,000 cops in the street. When community policing was working, neighborhoods were not only safer, but they were more harmonious. And when the reason why the cops originally opposed my 100,000 cops for this community policing piece is because it's high intensive. It means they got to get out of their cars.
Oh, so the oppressor was being lazy before Joe Biden came up with the crime bill. So they was mad because they had to get up out of the car. Oh, no. Who knew? We be leering around here.
So they literally got out of their cars and learned who owned the local drugstore, the local neighborhood.
So the oppressor was out there getting to know the community, y'all. They was out there saying, hey. They was out there buying their coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, getting out the car. They was going to the Asian spots, going to get some for their wives. Look at what Joe Biden did for everybody. Shout out to Joe Biden. He made the oppressors be a part of the community. Nice. Shout out to Joe Biden.
Community policing piece is because it's high intensive. It means they got to get out of their cars. So they literally got out of their cars and learned who owned the local drugstore, the local neighborhood bar, whatever. And
they was in the bars too, child?
They were engaged in the neighborhood.
They were engaged in those neighborhoods, y'all. They was engaged. I don't think they mean marriage, but they was engaged in those neighborhoods, y'all. Shout out to Joe Biden. He was just helping out and y'all didn't even know it.
Build confidence so that the woman, the African-American woman living in a corner alone where the drug deal's going down in front of her house knows she literally used to have your phone number as a cop. She'd call you and say, John, they're out in front of my house, but you're not giving me away, right, John? No. And it didn't. So we had enormous success.
It was enormously successful. Child, this must have been what they was talking about when they said, we got to get your Biden in. Because look at everything that he did with that crime bill. Y'all was wrong. He did great things. Shout out to Locked and Loaded with the gold coin jewels. I appreciate you, boo.
Bar, whatever. And they were engaged in the neighborhood, which built confidence so that the woman, the African-American woman living in a corner.
Wait, the African-American woman. Hold on. The black woman, the black woman. I missed that the first time. See, this is why we got to go back and re-listen. So he said the African-American woman, the 92% that support him so much. So thank you for the gold coin, Delo. Appreciate you.
Engaged in the neighborhood, which built confidence so that the woman, the African-American woman living in a corner alone where the drug deal's going down in front of her house knows she literally used to have your phone number as a cop.
He said, you single baby moms, you black ones ain't have shit and I was your savior. That's my interpretation. He said, you single black baby moms ain't have no men, so I came here to help y'all's asses. That's what the crime bill did for ya. Who knew? Wow. Shout out to Joe Biden. Helping the blacks.
Drugstore, the local neighborhood bar, whatever. And they were engaged in the neighborhood, which built confidence so that the woman, the African-American woman living in a corner alone where the drug deal's going down in front of her house knows she literally used to have your phone number as a cop. She'd call you and say, John, they're out in front of my house, but you're not giving me away, right, John? No. And it didn't. So we had enormous success. Now what's happened is we've cut the funding 85%. We've gone out there and we're going through Baltimore now. Look at the areas we're going through here. I'll lay you 8 to 5. The Baltimore Police Department is considerably smaller than it was in 1985. There are things I would change. I opposed, for example, the carjacking provision that the administration wanted in. But by and large, what it really did, it restored American cities.
Wow, it restored American cities. Y'all been lying all this time. Joe Biden restored American cities with the fucking crime bill. Y'all just be lying. You African-American single baby black moms. This your mans. That's why y'all love them 92%. That's why y'all be 92%. Shout out to y'all.
KCNBC fans, thanks for checking out our.
Oh no, I love it. Shout out to Nick. I think Nick sent that to me, child. Don't say we don't be leering around here. Chris Cross still up in here. Thank you for the poop boo. I appreciate you. Dante, thank you for the hiding jewels. I appreciate you. I tell you. Thank Joe Biden. Shout out to Joe Biden. He the man. He is the man. All right, y'all. That's the end. That's the end of that, y'all. What else I got before I gotta go? Because I gotta eat, of course, but then I gotta get out of the house. Lord help your people. I swear that is too fucking funny, Joe. I can't take it. Jarika, hey boo, thank you for the treat, Jules. I appreciate you. Mr. DJ, thank you for the 100 Jules. I appreciate you. Now shout out to Biden, the hair sniffer. He does do that though, y'all, if you didn't see it. I don't even feel like doing it tonight's conversation, y'all. I just don't care. Let's try to see what I have on Instagram. This is wild. This is just... Oh my God. I'm just flummoxed. Anyway. I'm not going over any more of this Lindsay Clancy shit today. I've had enough. I'm trying to find y'all some positive news to end off on a positive. Oh, here you go. Let's do this. And then I'm done. Shout out to Generation X. Y'all remember the Weather Channel? Obviously, y'all remember the Weather Channel, right? Charcoal Cowboy, thank you for the floating heart, boo. Did you, bet you won't ride a bike with him? We used to have that as a drop, too. I got rid of it. It's not even a big deal. Anybody can fall. But child, not only did he fall off the bike, remember when he was on the stage and he fell off of that too? We had that too. Child, we've had some fun with your Biden. Is Trump doing any of that? Because y'all not sending it to me. I don't be watching him at all. I can't. So anyway, remember when we used to go to the Weather Channel to find out the weather? And we could listen to music, child. Let me slow it down. Let me put it on normal speed. All right. This is definitely going to have to get pulled out. Ain't that Kenny G? Yeah, it's Kenny G. Smooth jazz. Let me calm everybody down. Some nice soothing, formerly Weather Channel 90s music. I've been listening to R. Kelly. That's what I've been listening to. Specifically the Chocolate Factory. Shout out to the Chocolate Factory. That was a great, great, great album. You know, other people, you know, regardless of what R. Kelly did, it's not like he didn't have some great music. I'm not giving up music because people are crazy. Just like I'm not giving up the Cosby Show and A Different World and A Different World. Goodbye, Kay. Ain't no damn simp sound. Shut up. What you want to hear? Would you rather listen to Spend That?
Well, my scanning ass fellas, I spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going at Goyard bag. Boosting ladies where y'all at. Stuffing that shit in your bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going at Goyard bag. Spend that shit, spend that shit. Spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Spend that shit, spend that shit. Spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
That's what you would rather listen to, Kay? Goodbye, sir. That's some good music. 90s is the best. I'm gonna go listen to who's on the list. Oh, Tony. That was next on my list. I'm never giving up R. Kelly. Never, ever, ever, never. None of it. One of the kings of the remix, and the other one is Diddy. And I'm not giving up that music either. I don't care what nobody say. So, anyway. Y'all, we're a little bit over 3 hours. I can't even believe it. But I said we would be here for a while. It's already 2:30. Damn, the day is almost over. I got shit to do. It looks like it's about to rain, but got to get it done. Got to wash some clothes. I don't know if I'll be back later, but I got some things that we didn't get to go over that I still got to push back till tomorrow. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's quite a couple of things. But again, rest in peace to Michael Wright. Eddie Kine Jr. from the 5 Heartbeats. These Bitches Be Crazy from the Lindsay Clancy stuff. And Al, better listen to what Taylor Cox, whatever his name is, the Cox lawyer says. The Cox lawyer said, I'm so childish. Y'all already know. All right. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so. Oh, hell no. You know what? He just wants to get on my nerves. I'm done because Kay getting on my nerves. Shout out to all of y'all, though. Appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Hit the dislike button for me. Shout out to the trolls because all views matter. Shout out to all of y'all that donated today. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Tadisha, the keeper of the code. All right. Turn on notifications. I might be back. We shall see. If not, definitely tomorrow. Should be around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. tomorrow EST. I see you. I appreciate y'all. I see you all in the next one.